What's going on out there in the land of YouTube this morning? I am awake. I have woke up. I'm not driving today. I have someone driving so that I don't have to drive. And right now, what I'm going to go over is Deborough's arrest video. How is everybody doing today? What's going on out there? I can't see the chat, so let me grab my other phone and I'll just pull the chat up. And then we're going to go over Deborough's arrest video. You guys are going to get to see her get arrested right now. I'm going to show that so that you guys can all watch. And now I want to remind you guys that she's being persecuted and charged with being a felon. They want to charge her with being a felon. It'll be on her for the rest of her life. She'll be called a felon forever. And let me show you exactly what she did that was so bad. What's going on? I can't. Jenny James, what's up, Jenny James? How you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. I see you in there. There it is. I see Jeff Hates Pigs. Cop Sucker is in here. What's going on? Hamzi, what's going on, Hamzi? Good morning, my friend. I'm going to help another person here try to get a little bit of light on their case. And now let's go over just a little bit. So this is Deboraugh when she gets pulled over. Let me see if I can get the glare off there. Hello, ma'am. How are you? Huh? You went left to center while traveling on South Muskogee. Do you have your license insurance? Okay. Can't see it very good. Can't hear it very good. Okay. So it's expired? Okay. Do you have your driver's license on? Okay. Can I see it? So I have a little bit of a glare issue going on the screen. I'm really sorry. As soon as we get over this part right here, we're just right by the water right now. So we have the water slapping up from the lake, and then we have the sun coming down through the window. So it'll just take 1 second. We have another 55 minutes of driving, and this video is only 10 minutes. If you guys want to look on Justice Berserker, that's the name of her channel, Justice Berserker. Someone can type that in there if you'd like to, and you'll be able to see Deboraugh Rodgers get beat up by those cops. And she doesn't want to give away her driver's license because she doesn't want them to take her driver's license out of her hand and take her property. And so she doesn't want to hand the driver's license to the cop. And that's the entire sticking point. That's the entire fight. Why the cops are mad. She won't hand them the physical driver's license. That's the entire issue. And we're going to be over this sun in 2 seconds, and I'm going to show you guys this video right here, and you guys will be able to see for yourself. Good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing today? What's going on out there? What's going on, Playboy? What's going on? What's going on? You know, a lot of people will say, you know, she shouldn't have resisted or whatever, but the whole point is that it's time to start resisting. You know, it's time to start saying that you want nothing to do with it. You know, if you're only 45 minutes from Tahlequah, I'm only 45 minutes away from the courthouse now. So I'll see you there. I'll see you there. You know, I drive all around the country. Hit a #1 button. Let me know where you guys are watching from so I can call. Guerrero is in the house. Good to see you, Shannon. How are you, Tom? Michael? Gloria, what's going on, Gloria? How are things this morning? How are things out there? You know, Wolverine Man. Wolverine Man. That's what the name is. That's a great name, Wolverine Man. That's an amazing name. I think I'm gonna go by Chille Man. What's up, Playboy? I'm gonna go by Chille Man from now on because Wolverine Man has completely and utterly inspired me to go by Chille Man. I'm going by Chille Man. That's my new nickname. All trolls will address me as Chille Man, sir. Chille Man, sir, please. Chille Man, sir. CMS. That's my new nickname. There's Justice Berserker JMM. Just dropped it down in the comment section, so now you guys can see that. And you know, good morning, Marcy. Good morning, everybody. You guys will see as we continue here that I'm gonna see if I can watch this one more time. We're gonna try this one more time and see what happens here.
Hello, ma'am. How are you? Huh? You went left to center while traveling on South Muskogee. Do you have your license insurance? Okay.
My insurance is on my phone.
Okay.
On a piece of paper because I looked for it and I thought I had it easier than I found it.
If someone will pop the link down there. The same video I have is the same video that's on her channel, Justice Berserker. But I want everybody to see that, you know, there's no victims to Deboraugh Rodgers. There's nobody who deserves restitution or that she wronged. There's nobody bleeding. There's nobody who lost. There's nobody who says Deboraugh Rodgers made my life worse. There's nothing like that. There's the only person who is the victim in this case is Deboraugh Rodgers. She did not hurt anybody. She was not driving impaired. If you watch the video, which you can get the link right off her page on Justice Berserker, you can see that she is coherent, intelligent, put together, and having a perfectly amicable conversation with the police officer. When she doesn't want to hand over her physical identification card, the cop loses his mind and says, you will comply, you will comply. At that point, it becomes the test of two wills, of two people. She doesn't want to give her card, he wants the card. And now he's gonna use every single amount of physical force that these people are allowed to use on us, including striking her, choking her, tasing her. And remember, she's not fleeing from a scene, she's not running from a crime, there's nobody bleeding she left behind. It's simply, he said, that she went left of center over the lines. And as you guys know, if you're driving along and there's nobody on the road, you can go over the lines all the time because there's nobody around. I've driven across the country just this year twice so far. And sometimes when you're driving and there's nobody around, you kind of drift a little bit because there's no other cars around. And in this gotcha game called America, he sees her, he pulls her over, she has a perfectly coherent conversation with him, and then he, of course, beats her, chokes her, tases her, torture cuffs her, takes her to the dungeon, strip search her, sexually assaulting her because she's a free individual person. She doesn't want to show her kibbles and bits to perfect strangers. And so, you know, that's what we're looking at. And that's the entire video. Good Lord, that's narrow. Good Lord. I mean, look at this. Look how narrow that is. Do not get outside the lines. Hamzi, what's going on, Hamzi? What's going on out there in the land of YouTube today? YouTube land. I find it just incredible that we would watch Deboraugh be attacked by this cop. He would tase her, beat her, choke her, and then we would say, oh, she didn't comply. It's just so morbidly twisted that's, you know, a good part of the reason why I said I'll help Deboraugh is because when you watch the video, which the moderators can post down in the link below, you can clearly see you don't need to tase her, you don't need to punch her, you don't need to choke her. They choked her unconscious. You don't see that in the video. She's unconscious. She was choked out. So, and this is because she won't give you her identification card that you did see, so you're going to be able to ID her. He already knew he was going to be able to ID her, but yet he needed to choke her out. And that's what I'm talking about. And for the trolls, look, it could happen to you. We got 170 people in here and we got 40 likes. You guys got to take your finger pretty please and hit the like button. Drop a number 1 right here and let me know where you guys are watching from. Gloria, good to see you. Good to see you, Socially Sinful, DJ Smith, Brian. Everybody drop a number 1. Let me know where you're watching from. Right now, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It'll just take you a second. Just take your finger right there and hit the like button. Just do it. Let's get 100 likes real quick because, it's just how YouTube works. Maybe that's not true. Maybe, does it help? I don't know if it helps. I think it helps. Hit the like button. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Indiana's in the house. Reasonable Citizen. Good to see you. Man, this road is tight as a drum. What's going on, Glenn? How are you, Maine? Kevin, what's going on, Shock Professor? How you doing, Jack? Lawless. John, how you doing? What's going on, Chris? How are you, Michael? Good to see everybody. Rick, what's going on? How you doing? Super Susie in Lexington. David Turner. Hit the like button, everybody. Everybody hit the like button. Shannon, Oklahoma. Debo's Cruise. What's going on, Debo? Bliss, Mr. Bliss, how are you? Jenny James, Magnum PH, Pig Hunters in the room. Jeff hates pigs! Jeff hates pigs! Jeff hates pigs was in here earlier. I saw Jeff hates pigs. Hit the like button, everybody. Les Paul, I'm loyal, are you? Man, I can only commentary. I couldn't imagine what it's like to be as famous as the United States presidents are, but could you only imagine having to reply? Now, whether you hate Joe Biden or you hate Trump or Reagan or Nixon or Carter or Clinton, no matter which president it was, right? So when you're the president of the United States, you've chosen a left or a right side, which I'm not going to do because I'm for freedom, I'm for liberty. And so when you choose a left-right side, then the other side hates you and everything you do is terrible. So, as you guys can see, poor Joe Biden is losing all of his marbles right in front of us. We're watching it. So put the Medal of Honor on the guy backwards. If you can't put a medal on someone straight forwards, then you're losing your mind, dude. So, but before that, Trump, just imagine though, I get about, 2,000, 3,000 people who are just haters, right? Now remember, there's almost 45,000 people subscribed. So 2,000 or 3,000 people, man, it really seems like everybody, and they're the loudest. They're the broken wheel. They're the spoke that gets the grease. So now imagine being president and half the country hating you and half the people in America, or not half, I would say, 20% of the hard left, 20% of the hard right. Could you imagine how much hatred and vitriol that you get over just being you, waking up in the morning? You wake up in the morning and you put on your tie and you turn on the news and half of the news is against you. Half. So I'm just trying to put in perspective for myself because, and by the way, to all you trolls, you're getting your asses kicked. I'm reading the comments, dude. The people who've been there, because those, like that dunce cap yesterday, the guys tried to say, you're a sovereign citizen. Brother, my big fight with half of the YouTubers is that I'm not a sovereign citizen, that I'm for law and order, I'm for rule of law. That's my big fight with half of these YouTubers who are like anarchism and volunteerism. And I'm like, it's never gonna happen, guys. And that's my big beef with most of the YouTubers who I have a beef with, that I'm a statist because I support having a governing body to do the administration that needs to be done in a country this size. So, it's just, it is what it is, so, but I could only imagine waking up in the morning and just knowing that there's entire news networks that are created to illustrate hatred for me. I mean, I wake up to my regular hate, but you guys, Smash Crooked Pigs, JMM, you guys, thanks for fighting these trolls in the comments. We are kicking the trolls' asses. You go read the comments. There's 1,000 comments, and we are kicking the trolls' asses. Please continue. Don't let them dominate the comment section of a movement for change. You filthy, nasty, disgusting troll. You're a booger, dude. You're a booger. You are a booger. You are a green, slimy booger that you wipe all over the mirror and then you lick it off because you're a troll. Okay? that's what you are. You're a troll. You wake up, you have a face that only a mother could love because you're ugly inside. It's not ugly outside, you're ugly inside. You're ugly and you need to have a total redo on the inside of your emotional palate. Booger liver. Booger liver. But apparently the other day one of the trolls had a mental breakdown. So I went by his page and I said, God bless you, I hope you recover and you're able to come back. Trolling even stronger. Is there any water here? There he is. I just have to reach over the damn thing.
I got stuck for gas.
Are we gonna run out of gas?
36 miles. To E.
Oh, is that right? And how far do we have to go?
60.
Oh, God bless America. God bless America. God bless America. God bless America. I could always use another coffee. I could always use another cup of coffee. Like every time, 100 times out of 100, I could use a cup of coffee. Taco Man is in the room. Taco Man is here to stay. Taco Man has a question of the day. What if a cop beats up a woman in the restroom? We need accountability cameras in every women's restroom immediately. Well, you know, that's a good idea. You know, what was the cams that, what about, remember the toilet cam? I grew up in the 90s, and at that time, the cameras that were available were just limited. And there was a story that came out one time about a guy who had made a potty cam. He had somehow taped a camera or something to the rim of the toilet, so, and so that every time someone went to go sit down in the toilet, of course, they were getting a bird's eye straight view of the same thing they look at if you get arrested and go to jail. They bend you over and they look right up your backside. That's what this guy had done in the early 90s, and he got arrested. He went to prison. Yeah, he got in trouble because he's demented. He's demented. But that's what he did. That's what he did. So, you know, do we want cameras in women's restrooms now? No. You want to go to the next exit? This is a freeway exit, isn't it? Just go to a regular exit, right? Because we still got 20 miles. I mean, there's gas right there, though. You could be right. I could be wrong. Because it's only $3.93. By the way, the gas out here in Oklahoma, man, it is inexpensive. So it's 9 o'clock now. And when we stop for gas, we'll go, I should have listened to you. We'll go underneath of a little place and I'll play this video. Mr. Wilson got timed out. I'm so sorry to see that, Mr. Wilson. I got nothing but love for you, buddy. You know, I read all the hatred you wrote yesterday, Mr. Wilson. It was beautiful, dude. The way you spin that hatred out your mouth, out your fingertips, dude, you are a hatred monger. Like, there should be Hater of the Year awards for guys like Mr. Wilson. You know what I'm saying? We should put, just like they're doing the 1A belt for Chad and I, they should do the Troll of the Year award. Do you guys agree with that? You guys agree with that? You think that they... Do you think that we should do the Hater of the Year award? I think we should do the Hater of the Year award. What do you guys think of that? Hater of the Year. Huh, Mr. Wilson? Mr. Wilson, you could be the Hater of the Year this year. Could you only imagine? Could you only imagine? Oh man. I'm reading some of these comments. This is great. Jeff hates pigs. Jeff hates pigs is here. Law-abiding citizen. Law-abiding citizen. Good to see you, law-abiding. Marcy, what's going on? Good to see you, Marcy. We're about to be at the courthouse here in Tahlequah. I mean, they should all, I mean, I couldn't imagine it. Do you know what I mean? Like, what'd you accomplish this year? You look back, who doesn't look back on their year all year long and be like, what did I accomplish? You know, and that's what I always think about. And that's what, oh, by the way, you know, Christy Roan is not having twins. Apparently, she goofing around on her Facebook page and having a good time, like being a normal person, just having fun. And like, hey, look, I'm having twins, ha ha ha. She was just kind of poking fun with her family and friends. And I saw the post, and I thought she was having twins. True, she's not having twins. So could you imagine that I read something and I was incorrect? I was incorrect. I was incorrect. I was wrong. My data was incorrect. I didn't mean for my data to be wrong. It was wrong though. So she's not having twins. She's having a baby for sure. USA, 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 USA. Maybe we can get that chant going in the, well, I don't know if we want to do that down here in Tahlequah, you know what I'm saying? Some of the Native Americans may still kind of have a little bit of a you know, a little salt in the wound there from, you know, that whole Trail of Tears thing. So, you know, we didn't, you know, where's Waldo? Where's Waldo? How many people? Can you just type that in there for me, pretty please? Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo? 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 Where's Waldo? Waldo? Where are you at, Waldo? Where's Waldo? Todd Norton, what's going on, dude? What is going on? Oh yeah, Todd, you got that right. You know, person of the year. Person of the year should be Kate from the Masshole Report. You know, the way that she harasses and stalks people, the way that she tries to play the victim, the way that she tries to get people arrested, she is, I think she's troll of the year so far. You know, I would give it to other people, but I think that maybe JL, because he was so dumb, you know, which social contract? What do you mean, the American social contract? See, this is where, and I was trying to say this yesterday, but I wasn't really, I had gone through a long day. This is what differentiates between people who are real and people who just want to get likes and views and comments and get super chats in their live stream. You know, the amount of knowledge. You have to actually have read the Federalist Papers. You have to read them. You have to read them. You have to read the Anti-Federalist Papers. You have to read those papers. You have to read those books. And so when you start to talk about the difference between a real channel and fakes, you have to say, well, how much knowledge does that person share with me so that I can learn and I can better myself? Because if you give a man a fish, you feed him for the day. You teach a man to fish, you feed him for life. So that's what I try to do here, is to share the amount of information I have. And this is why dunce caps like that Blue Bacon guy who tries to review my Terry versus Ohio analysis. Good luck, dude. Good luck with that. Good luck. You just come off sounding stupid because I've done so much research on that. What's going on, P-Rex? How are you, my friend? Good to see you, Paul. What's going on, Paul? I am loyal. How about you, Jeff Hickley? Jeff Hickley is... Oh, man, I can't wait. Another cup of Joe this morning before court. It's going to be good, dude. I'm looking forward to this. I always could use a cup of coffee. Like, there's almost no time when someone says, do you want a coffee? And I go, nah, no. I'll still take a coffee, and I'll just sip on it. So, thanks, Pete. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you breaking the flaw. Oh, is that right? Breaking the flaw? They don't like it? Okay. Then I'll make an adjustment there, Joa. Thank you so much for telling me that. Okay, I got it. Rogers County, Oklahoma, case number 2020-959. Let's file the lawsuit, please. Help. Rogers County, Oklahoma. Tell me that to DeletelawZ at Gmail. Got you, Joe. I got you, Joe. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate that. I know it, Angela. I know it. Trust me, I know it. Tom, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, really? Reading very limited few books by political theorists and attributed their writings to U.S. government is not equal to being a scholar or even factual. Well, Tom, share your video. Share your video about the founding philosophies of America. Share your videos about John Locke, about Jean-Jacques Rousseau, about Montesquieu, about the setup of our country, and then you'll garner a following. And then after you garner that following, you can then decide how you want to address the efforts of your labor. You know, for me, the reason why I say I'm a constitutional law scholar is because when I first went on TikTok and I started teaching the origins of our country and the philosophies of America, I went on a couple lawyers' different podcasts. One of those was Dennis Sperling's show on YouTube. And pretty soon after talking to a couple panels of lawyers, they were calling me a constitutional law scholar. So then I just researched that exact term to find out what that means. And that's exactly what I am. All I am is a scholar who researches the law. That's it. And I research the law a little bit more than most people. I mean, but Tom, thank you, Witch on Fire. God bless you. Thank you for the coffee. I appreciate you. But you know, Tom, you're welcome to make videos and teach us the philosophies of America. And if you study those, then you are a scholar. Now, I didn't say I was an expert. I didn't say I was a constitutional law expert. That would be different. I'm open to learning and I'm open to being incorrect about the things that I say. I could make mistakes, and at that point I'll retract the mistake that I made and teach others what I learned to be a better educator, to share, so we can share with each other.
Sure.
No, you're good. What's going on, Launchpad? How are you? What's going on, Launchpad? You know, so it's no, I'm not making friends with cops. What I'm doing is I'm trying to create change through individual police agencies, one agency at a time if need be. And if that requires that I change my disposition or my vernacular with that police agency, I'm willing to do it if they're willing to make concessions and admit that the current way that we're doing things is barbaric and wrong. And so I'm willing to make those personal sacrifices and changes in myself so that we can get further on this mission of changing torture cuffs and getting rid of a prison system that has proven to cause a 90% recidivation rate where they're going to go back to prison. So that's just where I'm at. Yep, I just try to answer the question honestly, Tom. I wasn't coming at you. You know, I do get a lot of left-handed things said to me. And you know, so, you know, you could say that I'm a dumb scholar, but you wouldn't say that I'm not a constitutional law scholar because I have studied it so in depth. And when you hear me go into rooms with people who are lawyers and PhDs and we start to talk about the origins of America, I certainly don't seem out of place in those panels and in those discussions. So if I seemed like I was the splinter in the finger in those rooms, then I would say maybe I'm not really a scholar. Maybe I'm just a junior book reader. What do you call a junior? I don't know what I would call it. Well, you know what I'm saying? So you just get to the point, oh, Masshole Troll Mafia got timed out. Sorry to see that, Masshole Troll Mafia. I'm sorry. Oh, thanks, Joa. I got to remember the things that you say. I really do. I'm going to keep it more in mind. Thank you. I appreciate that. But, you know, it's just the amount of study that I've done, and then the amount of case history that I've just memorized because my brain just remembers it. That's why I say that I'm a constitutional law scholar. But someone defines scholar in a different way than it's written in the dictionary, and maybe I could go by a different moniker, but I don't. That seems to be the correct moniker. So and remember, you don't have to listen to anything I say, and you can fact check. Absolutely, push this button right there, and there's your lane assist. You don't have to listen to anything that I say at all, and you should fact check everything that I say. And I'm open to being incorrect, as I go down this road, because law is a very complicated thing. Now, when you talk about the foundation of America and the philosophies that make up this country, I'll sit in the room with anybody and have the conversations. And I, the person I'd like to sit down with is Noah Feldman, of course. Noah Feldman is media of knowledge. It would be nice to sit down with Ian Millhiser, but Ian Millhiser has ingrained himself. What are we looking at? Ingrained himself on the left, and it's just almost impossible to listen to anybody who has completely, aligned themselves with one of these left-right ideologies, because they're just crap. They're a way to loop you in so that they can put a label on you and say, oh, he's on the right. Oh, he's on the left. Oh, he's a liberal. Oh, he's a conservative. A way that they can stamp us all on the left or the right so that they can keep their disgusting grip on overwhelming power over us. And, that because, remember, you think that the Clintons and Trump hate each other. Hillary was at Ivanka's wedding. What are you talking about? They celebrated the wedding together. They may publicly not be able to be seen together now, but I guarantee you they're texting on a back line. Hillary, I'm going to say today that you killed a bunch of people. And then Hillary texts back and she's going to say, I'm going to call you Orange Man Bad. And then they just text back and forth. And then they're like, let's get together on Epstein's Island and roast some human beings and have some brand new quad liver from that athlete that we stole from Atlanta. I'm sorry, I don't trust the left or the right, and anybody who ingrains themselves, indentures themselves into this left-right paradigm, you absolutely are lost, because the left and the right is leading you off a cliff. And this is part of the reason why people, are automatically, every time you say you're going into leadership, people get extraordinarily skeptical of you, because remember, and this is funny, because I was talking to this young lady the other day, and we were talking when you're vulnerable and when you're open to talk. And I was laying there talking, and she said, she doesn't know anything about my work, and she was like, so what do you do? And so I'm kind of trying to give vague, sweeping answers to what I do, and eventually she gets to the point and she says, well, why do you think that they're like that? And I said, I think that when you tell others that not only are you going into leadership, but you're the leader, there's the shell over there. Okay, that you're going into leadership and you're the leader, and you're going to be changing things based on new ideas that would make the world a better place, you're automatically going to get a certain segment of people that when you say, I'm here to take the ball and score for us, you're going to have a large group of people who are going to say, well, who are you taking the ball to score for us? And what really are your ideas? And, why are you doing this? And that's the big one. People will say, why are you doing this? Well, there's two reasons that people do things a lot of times, and it's for money or power. That's, and I'm talking to this woman who I was, being very vulnerable with. And I said to her, the moment that I said I'm here and I'm not interested in what your ideas are because here's what's wrong with our country, that makes people go, oh, you're not open to what I think? No, I'm not. Your ideas aren't rooted in knowledge. That's why the the rhetoric from those people who are anti, they don't have the knowledge that I have. They didn't spend the 20 years of doing just heavy reading, and they didn't go through court 20 times. They weren't arrested and put into torture cuffs. They didn't go through the things that I went through, so they couldn't possibly understand the processes that I was pushed through before I had all the knowledge in my mind about what my rights are and what my power is. And so that's the reason why I said to her, she said, why do you think there's so much adversity for you? And because I wasn't talking to someone who's involved in this world, and because I was vulnerable, because I'm in an intimate position here, I realized it's because I came here and I said, I'm here to lead, and I don't care what you think. Because I don't. I care how you feel, but what you think is not correct. I mean, look at the majority of people on YouTube. They're still saying what? Qualified immunity. And I have, it's on your side. I have proven time and time again that the initial interaction with the police officer is the real issue that we have to face. That's the number one problem. 1 second. That's the number one issue. We have to stop the initial interaction where the cops can hurt us. We'll leave that on. Leave that on. There you go, Captain. Boom. Here. This is here. Can you memorize that?
Yep.
Okie dokie. So you know that's just push on it. Yeah. So you know that's what she was talking to me about, and she was saying to me, you know, why do you have all this adversity? Well, because I came here to lead. I didn't come here to ask you what you guys. How many creators or entertainers, I guess you could call them, on social media will say to their audience, hey guys, what do you want to see me do next? You've never heard me say anything like that or even remotely close, because I really don't care what people want to see next. What I care about is justice. What I care about is truth. And by the way, now these words that I just said, I care about justice, I care about truth, that's what I said to her. I said, so when you tell people, a populace like ours, that I came here for justice, I came here for truth, I came here to change these things, the reason why there's so many people who are they're so skeptical, because so far through our history, and who's the biggest one? Obama. Obama fooled me completely. He was coming for change, he was coming for peace, and he was going to change this BS system. He was going to decriminalize marijuana. He was going to stop all these endless stupid wars that lead us to nothing. He had a quote on Twitter that said, we've been in endless stupid wars for 20 years and it's time to end them. And this was in 2007 when he was running for office. And I was like, brother, you're speaking my language. Within 6 months, Obama had betrayed every single campaign promise that he made. And I know it because I did the research and I followed up the legislation that he signed. The droning, the murdering. He didn't shut down Gitmo. He didn't just pave it like a flat, concrete, flat surface. He didn't do that. He broke his promises for peace, for justice, for truth. And so you have this large contingency of people who say, oh, you're here to lead and you're going for truth and justice. No, he must be going for money. He must be going for power. And so there's this long, exhaustive search on me to find where I exuded my power over another person and I hurt them with physicality when they wouldn't, acquiesce to the power that I had desired, and they can't find that person. And so they say, well, it must be money. Find the person who he scammed. He must be going for the money. He must be going for the money. It's either power or money. That's what he's doing. It has nothing to do with truth or justice. It has nothing to do with change. That man wants power and that man wants money, and that's all he wants. So I explained to her that when you have that going on, then people are, let me grab a water real quick. Will you grab it? Yep. That cooler right there behind me. No, other door. Doot. God bless you, sir. God bless you, sir. He doesn't know how the car works just yet. There it is, Timothy. There it is. There it is. Nice. Nice. Thank you, sir. God bless you. Good American soldier. Appreciate you, sir. We're just kidding. He actually, just so you guys know, this gentleman served 25 years in the United States Air Force. So forgive me for calling you a soldier. You are, what do they call those guys, members of the Air Force?
They call them airmen.
Airmen. Thank you for your service, airmen.
I used to be an airman. I'm
So-
not anymore.
So,
You're welcome.
well, Laura, we're all waiting for your videos. Let us know when you're going to educate the people, Laura, with all of your vast knowledge. We're waiting for you to make your videos, Laura, any day now. Laura, show us the people who you've raised funds for. Show us how many people you gave hope to. Show us the communities you've gone into. And when someone said, I was cheated, beaten, raped, hammered by the cops, you came in and gave them hope, Laura. Show me that person. I'll wait. I'll wait. Show me one person's life you affected in a positive way just from the knowledge that you have, because I'm going to court right now. When I talked to Deboraugh Rodgers in November of 2021, she was on the verge of quitting. Did you do that, Laura? Or did I sit on the phone, which, by the way, just so everybody knows, I sat on the phone with Deboraugh Rodgers in November in my mom's garage, not my mom's basement. I was in my mom's garage because I've been hit with cancel culture. It doesn't matter if they know where we're going. They know where we're going anyway. Everybody knows where we're going right now. So, you know, Laura, did you do that? Laura, did someone call you and say, I'm at the end of my rope and I want to jump right now, Chille. I want to quit. And did you talk them off the bridge? Did you talk them off the edge of that cliff? Did you pull them back into society and tell them, no, we love you, we support you? And just so, and Laura, how many people did you expose that they want to call Deboraugh Rodgers a felon right now? There's no victim. There's nobody. She literally, the cop said she went over a center line. She went left of center is what the cop said. And now they want to charge her with felonies. You think that's right, Laura? How many people have you helped, Laura? How many people did you give hope to? Just hope alone. How many people did you raise thousands and thousands of dollars for? How many people, Laura? I read all of your comments, Laura. As a matter of fact, I even pinned your comment yesterday when you made the comment about W.E.B. Du Bois. Unfortunately, French is one of the languages I don't know, but it's Du Bois. Apparently, I said it wrong. I got 100 emails. Thanks for correcting me. I guess I'm going to make mistakes as I go. But Laura, your pithy comments, my information is incorrect. Then you know the founding philosophies of America better than I do, Laura? Because Laura, you know what? I don't do it hardly ever, but I'll bring you on and let's have you and I have a talk about the founding philosophies of constitutional law. Do you want to do that with me, Laura? Or would that be dragging you into deep water? Right. So, you know, let me know the people that you've helped. Does Alan Hubbs write to you once or twice a week and share with you the adventures that Alan Hubbs is going on? Does he? Or does Alan and I kick information back and forth and encourage one another? And do Alan and I have a little relationship where we talk about what he's doing to push justice in his area of town? Are you doing that, Laura? Does anybody call you for anything, Laura? Is there anybody, is there an email in your inbox right now, Laura, that says, help me? And you reply to that person today. Is that going to happen today, Laura? Are you going to dispense hope to a single person as you spit out your negativity and your vitriol? Are you going to give anybody hope today? No, you're not. Yet I'm going here for Deboraugh Rodgers, and because I'm coming here right now, whether it has no effect at all whatsoever, Deboraugh Rodgers feels like she has backing, like there's people who believe her. That I saw the arrest video of her being tased and arrested, and there's no victims. They want to put a felony on her, an F, the scarlet letter. They want to hang it, watch your light. They want to hang it around her neck. Laura? Where are you at? Where are you at with the vitriol? Where's it at? Where's it at? I'm looking. I got, you know, I got a driver over here so I can look at 2 phones. Where is it, Laura? Where? You don't get triggered. Laura, this isn't about you being triggered. This is about you being on the wrong side. This is about your hatred. This is about your hatred, Laura. Your internal anger. You couldn't be this angry at me. I don't affect your life that much. If you read Laura's comments, her name is Laura Rader. She is so hateful, so angry. Laura, this isn't about me. I'm not trying to trigger you. This is about you. This is about how mad you are at the world. It has nothing to do with me. You've just decided to focus on me and say, oh, all of my hatred and anger is because of ChilleDeCastro. Even though, Laura, with all the peanut gallery comments you've made, you have yet to produce a single victim or a single receipt where I've been disingenuous. Where I've even been disingenuous. So, you know, but I think the biggest thing is, Laura, is that you're angry. And I guess that this is your opportunity now to figure out what you're so mad about, because the 300 people in here, everybody here knows, Laura, that you couldn't be this angry with me. We don't know each other. There's nobody crying right now that I victimized them. So there's no one for you to attach to and go, oh, look what Chille did to this person. He's a big, mean, terrible person. There's nobody. So you're just an angry human being. And now, Laura, what you need to figure out is what you're so mad about. What are you so mad about? What are you so angry about? You know? What's really got pee inside your tea? Who pissed in your teacup? You know, who did it? Are you divorced? Are you married? Did your kids disown you? Did you lose your children? Did you lose your dog recently? And I'm not just being mean. I'm telling the truth here. What makes you so angry? No, you don't think it's very funny that you folk thinks YouTube is real life and real education. Laura, people learn things from me. Did you know that Atwater versus City of Lago Vista in 2001 allows the police to arrest you for any infraction of the law? Laura, that's a fact. Everybody here now knows that 2001 Atwater versus City of Lago Vista, the Supreme Court justices, 9 of them, 5 of the 9, voted that anything you do is arrestable. That's Atwater versus City of Lago Vista. That's real knowledge, Laura. It's indisputed. I'm teaching people real stuff, Laura. Why are you so angry? Why are you so hateful? I'm not the cause of your hate. Why are you? What was it, Laura? What did your husband leave you? Did your children? What makes you so mad, Laura? Because now that I don't block the comments anymore and I read them, I'm reading Laura's comments. She's really, really upset. She's really mad inside. There's something really got her bad, and she's just angry. I mean, you should read all of her comments. It's horrific. It's horrific. Went wrong in your life that made you so angry. You're so mad. Listen, I don't block her comments. You know, she was one of those people that when I blocked people a couple times and unblocked them and blocked people, I unblocked her 2 or 3 times, and then I would think to myself, I'm going to reblock her right away. And what's the matter?
I took the wrong road.
Okay, so
Fix it.
we're okay. It's 9:32. Her hearing's not till 10, so we're not even going to go in the courtroom. So then Laura said that would be hateful. That would be hateful. I'm not hateful. I just don't like YouTube constitutional law scholars giving people stupid legal advice. Shrugs. Laura, that's not what you write to me. You write to me that I'm a fraud and a con and I'm this and I'm that. Laura, there's nobody claiming to be frauded. There's nobody claiming to be conned. There's nobody. You call me a grifter and a fake and a liar and I'm giving wrong information. Laura, those things aren't true, though. There's thousands of people who fact-checked me. What are you so mad about? Why would you spend your time on my page, so much time? I just can't really figure it out. So, But just, I want you to know, Laura, I read all the hate that you post on my page, all the angry vitriol, all the angry, anger from deep inside of your soul that's plaguing you. I read it all. I read all of it. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's that's you, I guess. Do you know what I mean? And Laura, if you don't like my description of the Constitution or of the social contract, then make your own videos countering me. You don't even have to put yourself on camera. You can stand behind the camera and point at a graphic in front of your camera. Make your own video, Laura, and counter me. But you don't offer anything. You just offer hatred and say how wrong and stupid I am and dumb. But you don't. What are you so mad about, honey? What are you so mad about? What are you so mad about? What are you so angry about? Are you just, I don't know what you're so mad about. I do, the funny part is I was going to say, I don't care, but I actually do. If we actually fixed the broken people in our society, there wouldn't be so many people who are full of hatred. There's so many people full of hatred. And, I don't know what you're so mad about, Laura, but if you guys ever see Laura Rader, she's one of the worst trolls that we have. Sometimes people will put my family's personal information up or things like that, and I delete them because it's not right to bring in, Laura's husband or Laura's children. They're not up on the block here. They're not putting themselves out on social media to be, examined and to be picked apart. And so with people like Laura, her husband, her family, her brother, her sister, I wouldn't go after those. Just like Chad Goo, I'm not going after his wife or his girlfriend or his son or brother, best friend, ex-lover. They're just off limits because they're not making a channel. Chad Goo made a channel, Laura, and you can tell that he's learning how to do it, but that's what he did. He made a channel called Leducator. I don't agree with the name of the channel, but it's not my channel, it's his. And if you want, Laura, you can go over to Chad Goo's channel called Leducator, Leadu-Cator. That's the guy I'm fighting in September. And you can watch that he makes videos that go against mine. He pushes back against me through his own channel that he says he disagrees with me. Great, Chad. I'm glad you disagreed. Cool. But then you can just, I don't mind that you write all these crazy, stupid things on my page, but it's just like, Laura, pretty soon you have got to take your two thumbs, put them right in your chest and say, what am I really so mad about? What am I really so angry about? What has me so mad that I go to this guy's page and say, you're the worst. You're the reason why things are bad. It's all because of you. Laura, there's something inside of you that makes you mad. Something inside of you that's hurting. It's not me. I've exercised my demons with my family. My mother and I cleared up our differences. I have clarity with my family members. You good? This is pretty. You're good. All right, I'll let you just drive the vehicle. I'll just pay attention to the phone. You can't drive and talk on the phone at the same time when you're not driving. So, you can't drive and talk at the same time. It's just not possible. How far away are we now?
30 minutes, man. I took a long time. Oh, fuck. I don't have any change.
I just go through them, dude, and I just pay the ticket.
All right, here we go.
I get a ticket every day. So anyway, so there's that, I hope, and then I got a couple other trolls on there that go through and they will, they come through and they leave these long-winded, hateful comments. And I just think to myself, like, I couldn't imagine sitting there watching someone else's video and then trying to figure out a way. I went off on a creator one time who did a Terry versus Ohio video, but the entire thing was incorrect. I went off on him, and to be honest with you, now that I know that there's game changers, there's people of justice, And then there's people who are YouTubers who want clicks and likes and comments and shares. And so the guy made a Terry v. Ohio video, and I went off on him in his comments, and I left him, 50 comments saying, this is wrong, you're wrong, why would you make a video like this, it's totally incorrect, but I was triggered because that's my topic, and he was wrong about everything, and then what I learned from that experience was that guy, he doesn't care. He doesn't care about me, writing 50 comments. He's not going to stop doing what he's doing. He's one of those guys that's going to go to the audience and say, hey guys, what do you want to see me do next? And that's who he is. That's why I'm not saying his name. But he'll go from science to math to English to trucking to how to, to grooming to manscaping to, anything that he's a YouTuber. He didn't come on with a vast amount of knowledge about one topic. He created a YouTube page so he could make money by being on camera. That's why he did it. So that's just the way it is. And I remember going off on him, and I remember feeling like I'm wrong, like I made a mistake here. I shouldn't have done this, because it's not gonna change anything. He's not gonna adjust for me. He's just trying to make money. I mean, you guys heard Josh from AFA on that video I made, DeletelawZ clears his name. You heard him where he says, yeah, man, at the end of the month, I just take videos even if they're dog shit. I pack a couple of promos in the beginning and the end so I get to 8 minutes so I can just make money. That's Josh from AFA. He says it. You can hear it. Those are his words on my answering machine when I recorded the call. He just, at the end of the month, whether it's dog shit or not. What? What are you talking about, whether it's dog shit or not? What are you talking about? The idea is you're here for a purpose, for a mission. You're here for justice. You're here for truth, which brings this conversation full circle, which is exactly what I said the other day when I was talking to that girl and woman, and we were talking, and she said, what's the biggest problem you're facing with this? And it's because people don't believe you that you're on a mission for truth and justice. They think you want money or power or both. Listen, Charlie Bear is over at Tim's house. How's Charlie, Tim?
He's doing great. He's having the time of his life.
Charlie's fine. Charlie is not the epicenter of this channel. Charlie is a part of my life. He's had a great time with Tim and Tim's dog. And they've had it's been great. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? So we're about to be to the courthouse. Are we 20 or 30?
25.
So we'll get there right at 10 o'clock when her hearing starts. That's fine. I wanted to catch her going in. But you know what? It was me that was tired this morning. I had gone too many days in a row. I had gone too many. I fell asleep last night. I fell asleep on the couch last night. Like just out. And Tim was like, go to bed. And I was exhausted. Absolutely exhausted. So, and thank you guys for fighting these trolls in the comments. And I don't want it to stop. I want to push back against these angry people in the comments because they're just angry about their own lives. And you notice Laura is now going to have to do some self-reflecting. What are you mad about, Laura? What are you really mad about? What are you angry about? You need to find out what that is. It's not that, oh my God, this guy is teaching the social contract wrong, which I'm not teaching the social contract wrong. There's lots and lots of people. There's tons and tons of people. Dina, if there is a billboard of me put up in Ironton, I will pose in front of it when I walk back into town without going to jail. Everybody in that town thinks I'm supposed to go to jail to be able to clear all this up. No, I'm not going to spend a single day in jail. I love it. If people put together money to put me on a billboard, what can I say? Great. I love it. We don't stop. 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 And, remember, no one a statue or a monument to a critic. That never happened. That's never happened throughout the history of time. There was never a critic who they said, oh yeah, let's the world's most informed and competent constitutional law professor. No, I said I'm a law scholar, not a professor. A professor would mean that you have some sort of degrees, which I don't have any degrees. I'm just a regular old dunce cap who knows a lot of information. So oh, that's so funny. There's the difference is, you take an oath to uphold the Constitution. It's not about bowing down. You don't have to bow down to the people who are supposed to be protecting our civil liberties. You're a free American. You have the right to travel down the road. You have the right to life, liberty, and property. You have the same natural rights that I do. And that's the most important thing. It's just and we're just living in a very funny, strange time, because now that we're all connected, we can all see each other, and we can see that the Constitution and the Bill of Rights is not being lived up to, that we're not living in a true federal republic or democratic republic, however you want to use the terminology. But the point is we're not living in this idea that we're free. We're living in a tyrannical police state, prison state, death state, and that's the state that we're being forced to live in. And because of that, we have all kinds of problems with recidivation, with people going back to prison over and over and over. And we're going to have major problems until we have the schnuts to step up and change it. And it's going to take someone like myself who believes they can change the world, crazy enough to believe they can do it, to dedicate the rest of their life to changing the world. But and this continues down the same conversation. When you say, well, who are you? Well, I came here for truth and justice and to change these things. But now you're always going to have the people who say, no, he's not here for truth and justice. He's only here for money and power. That was the conversation I had the other day with this woman, and it was honest, because she's not involved in anything. She's just someone who's a social interest, and is this it?
Almost.
We're almost to the courthouse. No, we're another 15 minutes away, aren't we?
Yeah.
Boy, you must have taken a real wrong turn, huh?
I sure did. How's your video glare?
It's going better now. It's all right. It's no big deal. So I'm about 15 minutes away from the courthouse. We just took a little bit of a wrong turn. Just a tiny bit of a wrong turn. Yep. I should have ran in there and got a coffee, and I did not. I don't know what I was thinking just now. But I got to go pee anyway, so by the time we get there, I'll really have to go pee. But I'm looking forward to, and just so you guys know, I want to reveal this story, but I don't want to reveal the person who I had the conversation with. Angel, good to see you. Good to see you. The other day, someone wrote to me, someone who I have helped, someone who has been an informant, someone who had been public and not public. Someone wrote to me the other day, and they were going through an emotional, hard time. And I can't dedicate my time to people like they want me to do. People want me to spend more time with them on their case, what they're going through, and I can't. I have very limited time. And Tim will tell you, when I'm sitting around, I'm not chatty Cathy. I'm thinking, I'm reading, I'm researching. I don't talk a lot. If you ever hang out with me in real life, I don't really say a lot of things when we're just sitting there. I just don't. So this person though wrote me on a text and said to me, Chille, this, that, and the other thing, and they're going through a lot of stuff, and I know that. I mean, they're going through a lot of stuff right now, and I know they are. So I heard what they wrote, and then I wrote back and I said to that person, I said, listen to me. Number one, you will never take me down. So I don't know why you would write that to me. I just started doing this. And you may be part of this process that I've gone down, but don't ever say that to me again, because everybody has tried and nobody has succeeded. I've only been doing this for less than a year. I mean, officially 1 year if you count when I first started making videos in July of, I mean, you couldn't possibly believe that. You said, you know, I got a guy in my comments, always leaves these you know, two paragraph comments and tries to really, you know, break down. And I always reply to him and I say his name, and then I say, you know, man, now that you left this comment, I'm gonna quit today. Today's probably gonna be the last day that I'm ever on social media. Good thing for you. And then someone will come in and they'll comment and they'll go, I'm just here to warn everybody about Chille. Dude, if you put my name in and the name of my channel in on YouTube, there's lots of warnings about me. You don't have to come to the comment section to warn them about me. They've already been warned. They've already been warned. They've already been warned. You know, they've already been warned. You know, it's just, you know, but we are kicking the trolls' asses in the comments. And thank you, Mikey, and thank you, Travesty Media and Rights On. Thank you guys for going in the comment section and spanking these trolls, because when you have no evidence and no witnesses and nothing, it's really hard to be like, this guy is bad, and I can prove it by saying that he's bad. Did you see this channel? They said that he was bad. No receipts, no victims, but go to this channel and they will tell you how bad that guy is. No receipts and no victims. None whatsoever. But go to this channel and they'll tell you how bad he is, with no victims and no receipts. You got to have a receipt. You got to have a receipt. You got to have some kind of receipt that shows that I'm bad. And you know, Top Rock just said something. You guys may not agree with my idea of transparency. In the next 30 years, it's coming whether you like it or not. It is coming. The question is, are we going to have a constitutional amendment in place that says it's our civil right to get that camera footage within 24 to 48 hours? Are we going to have that civil right set up for ourselves? Because they're going to a massive surveillance state. They're already doing a massive surveillance state. Right now, as we enter into Tahlequah here, we're on camera right now. There's cameras up on the poles. There's cameras everywhere, but you don't get access to the cameras. That's what we're dealing with in today's America. You just don't get access to the cameras. Lily Rose, what's going on, Lily Rose? Golden State fan, how are you? You know, that it's like, the question is, are you going to fight for the camera footage? Because even if you hate me, say that there's, you know, everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody take your finger right now and hit the like button if you would, please. Even if you hate me, even if you hate me, even if you hate my guts and you're watching this and you hate me, right? Then let me ask you this. Do you hate equally the amount? Is there the same amount of hatred that you won't get the camera footage should it happen to you or to your daughter? Is there the same amount of hatred for that? Because we don't have to align. You could not like me because I'm an egotistical alpha, and that's fine. You cannot like me for that, and I agree. I'm that. So, but now that you don't like me and I don't like you and we agree we don't like each other, do you like that you don't get the camera footage from the surveillance state in America? Do you enjoy that? Is that like, yay, we don't get the camera footage in America? That's great. Are you like, yeah, we don't get the camera footage. I love it. We don't get the camera footage. Amazing. We can trust the government to have the camera footage, and I don't need to see it because I trust Uncle Sam and the agents within the government. Is that okay? Is that all right? Sergeant Mammy, I've already showed my seatbelt. Can you just stay on course here? You can already see I got my seatbelt on. I'm not sure what that is. That's all right. Oh, there it was. That was it. That was it. Hey, Dan. Oh, yeah. Yesterday, Dan, he put someone in timeout. He didn't mean to. I sent him the screenshot. You know, and I do appreciate everybody, you know, looking out for one another. So, you know, but I just want to know, you know, do you love that you can't get bodycam@gmail.com? Someone send me an email today. Can't get bodycam@gmail.com. Send me your story. I want to hear it. Can't get bodycam@gmail.com. Send me that story where you can't get the body cam. Thank you for the super chats. I didn't see them come in. I was trying to stay focused and not let anybody take me off course because there's a lot to talk about. And now we're about to pull up here to the courthouse. We're just about 5-6 minutes away, and we're gonna see Deboraugh Rodgers and see if she is gonna get her stay. I'm gonna get the easel out. I'm gonna get the poster out, and we're going to show, you know, exactly what Deboraugh is going through. You're good, Sergeant Mummy. It's fine. It's all good. You know, you're all good. You know, so it's like, you know, I built up this following so that we could create a group of constituents of people who would vote in the upcoming elections where we could create a new third party. And so, you know, if you want to build up your own following and you want to build up a constituency of people who you believe would come with you and vote with you and create a constituency where we create a third party that isn't beholden to where you have to agree with everything on the right or you have to agree with everything on the left, then, you know, that's what I've done with my time here on YouTube. And that's what I'm doing now. And just so you guys know, there's tens of thousands of people who have signed up for my website, DeletelawZ. I have an email list of tens of thousands of people. So that's how many people. You guys can sign up to get the weekly newsletter on DeletelawZ.com, where you just register to sign up at DeletelawZ. And then you'll get my weekly newsletter, and you guys will be able to see exactly what's going on in what I'm doing and my mission, because I'm going to continue to travel this country and show people that no matter what city or state I go to, there's absolute corruption in policing, there's absolute corruption in the courthouses, and as long as we don't get, so just so you know, good to see you, JNS, just so you know, where Deboraugh is going to court right now, she's not going to get an audio recording of that. She's going to have to pay for those transcripts. So, she's going to have to pay for those transcripts. And so we're going to have to do a fundraiser because Deboraugh doesn't have any money. She hasn't been able to work. And why can't she work? Because she got a DUI. They took her license. She can't drive. So Deboraugh can't drive because they took her license with no proof that she was drunk. And so now she doesn't have any money. She doesn't have any money. The haters in here, I mean, what's that like? What's that like? To look at a woman who created no victims. Deboraugh Rodgers created no victims. There's not a single person who's saying Deboraugh victimized me, but they took away her driver's license, meaning she couldn't drive to her work, meaning she has no income for the past year. And that's a good system. That's a good system. None of us want drunk driving. None of us are happy about drunk driving. Nobody wants someone drunk on the road. But the drunk driving problem has never been worse ever than it is today. Because we invest in punishing people, not helping people. And as long as we continue to invest in punishing people and not helping people, we're going to get a terrible system. You know, you're not going to punish the way DUI, you're not going to punish it out of people. You should educate people, and they should have to go through a series of trainings once they're caught drunk driving. But punishing them and trying to take their money does not get restitution for any of the victims of drunk drivers. Even if a drunk driver hit you or your family member and hurt or killed one of your family members, the process that a drunk driver goes through, it doesn't give you any restitution, zero restitution for you. The state makes money off of putting them through an incarceration system where there's someone at the other end who's making money. And this is a broken system. You don't have to love me. You can really hate me, but you know that I'm right. Someone making money off of putting another person in a dungeon is a bad thing, and we should stop that. You know, and we should stop that. We really, really should. You know, I'm afraid that the last guy I timed out, he's probably going to get blocked today permanently. It's just, you know what I mean? It's like the idea that you should be pulled over into a DUI checkpoint and then the government wouldn't act like your brother's keeper and instead would want to punish you as though you had killed somebody. That's not American values. That's not. That's working against the American people to use them as a piggy bank that doesn't help anybody in the community or in the society, because as we see, the people who are drunk drivers, they're doing it again and again and again and again. So what we put into place for people who are drunk drivers hasn't helped. It hasn't made anything better. It's made things worse. And the rehabilitation clinics are all based on the judges and prosecutors and county commissioners making a profit off of the people in rehabs. And it's not really about rehabilitating people, because if you really want to rehabilitate people, there's better ways to do it than putting them all together and then having them repeat, I'm powerless against alcohol. How about education? How about a real education? How about learning math and English and Spanish and learning how your brain works? The way your brain works with consequences is you have to be able to do the processes in your mind so that the synapses work and teach you what consequences are. And we haven't done that yet. We haven't done that. We haven't done that. So it's, and the whole idea that we can punish our way out of DUIs, it's the same thing with domestic violence. Great. It's the same thing with domestic violence. The idea that we can punish our way out of domestic violence, and if we just take this man's guns and his butcher knives out of his house, that defangs him as a person. It just doesn't. It's just stupid. You're taking the guy's knives and guns out of his house, but that's not the problem. The guns and the knives are not the problem. The problem is the man who beats his wife that never ever went through any kind of educational process to find out if he is just a mentally deranged lunatic that should live in a box, or if he's curable, if we can fix him with the proper intervention, with the proper amount of, because listen, the guy who beats his wife and she leaves him, he beats the next woman. It's a never-ending cycle. We are paying for services for that man for the rest of his life. Paul, you got to go out. It's another woman. This time it's his kid, another person. We didn't solve the problem of that person who has inherent violence in their heart. And we didn't find out if that person is mentally deranged where he should not be a part of society, or if he just has mommy issues. Because you're not getting restitution for the victim if you punish that man without solving the problem. Because even if you arrest him and punish him and she leaves him, he just continues the cycle of abuse. And the next person, we have to pay for services again. And that woman never got restitution for that man, so she's afraid of him for the rest of her life. She walks around afraid of him because we put this hard wall between them and say, you can never see this person again. And that's not humanity. People have to work out their differences. You can't just put a wall up and say, I hate Tim forever and I'm never going to talk to him again. And I promise you, I'm never going to feel from cutting this relationship off like this. I'll never feel any way about it ever again. That's just not true. I mean, how popular is Alex Jones right now? An analogy here. You put a cap on something and put it underground, it just festers like pus. It just festers like a pimple. You can't just put that man in a dungeon who beat his wife and then go, okay, everything's better now. The bad man is locked away. No, he's getting worse. The guards are treating him bad. He's joining a gang in the prison. He's becoming worse. And then you're going to let him out in 2 years and he meets your daughter and that's her new boyfriend. Dad, you don't understand what happened. He hit her, but it wasn't like he hit her, like she hit him first. And now he's with your daughter. This is a reality. I'm not making things up here. This is real. This is how it goes. Someone gets out, they tell the person, yeah, I got a domestic on my record. I had to go to prison for a year. You don't understand, it was complicated. And then she gets involved with that guy who we did not solve. He is a mess. He's got mommy and daddy issues. He's got real problems. And we never address those issues. But he doesn't show her any of that for the first 2 years of their relationship. All that rape he went through in prison, he doesn't tell her about that. That's a ticking time bomb waiting to explode because he's a person that's been mistreated for so long. All right, we're coming up on the court here now. Coming up on the Tahlequah court. Tahlequah court building. There's Deboraugh. Okay. I know it. I know it. Let's go talk to Deboraugh. We are at the Tahlequah courthouse. Yeah, just drive right over there, will you? Go that way. Yeah, drive. We'll try to. We'll pull in the this way here. There it is, right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, I see. You can only go in the other way. Cool, cool, cool.
No.
Is that a one way?
All these cars are going that way.
All right. Well, pull in there and I'll unload this. I will unload this. Now, this isn't my town. Deboraugh said she was going to get some people. But we shall see here. We shall see. So, okie dokie. So there's that. Okay, I'm gonna put this right here. Hit that park button. You're driving, man. Where are you going?
I'm gonna help you unload.
Oh, you're gonna help me? I was like, where are you going? I was like, where's this man going? Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Okay, let me grab that tripod. Hey, how you guys doing? Okay, you got that? Just give me that.
Well, you all having a good day today?
Yes, we are, sir. How are you?
Well, I'm headed to Lawz. I got an interview with an ex-U.S.
Oh,
attorney.
this is Shannon. How long have you been gone for? Good to see you,
I'm
Shannon.
gone the rest of the day, but
Oh no, you got 5 minutes. I can just ask you a couple questions real quick.
well, I need to let her know she probably needs to get upstairs because they called for her name.
Oh, they called your name just now, Deboraugh.
They called your name about 5 minutes ago.
Oh, they did?
If I knew,
Yeah.
I'd probably get up there.
Okay.
Deborah's got to go. Good morning, Deboraugh. Get up
Good
there.
morning. Okay, gotta go. Show up. Bye. Okay.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt,
Thank you.
but I think
No.
you need to.
Okay.
Get in there.
Okay.
Good to see you, Deboraugh.
I thought it was 10:30.
You got a second, Shannon? I just want to ask you a couple questions real quick because you said something yesterday, and I wanted to just touch on it a little bit. Just introduce yourself again. A different crowd here. Step right here, Shannon.
No, you got to go in this one over
So
here.
Shannon is the head of the Marshal Service here.
Yeah, you can go in that one too. Yep.
So Shannon, you told me yesterday that you served in the military for 13 years. Which branch were you in?
I was in the Army and the Air Force.
Army and the Air Force.
Yeah.
You
I
served.
was,
You served.
I was confused. You know.
Don't they have the rah only Army and rah only Air Force only Air
I
Force?
don't know, but Air Force has a lot better food.
Air Force has better food.
Yeah.
So this man was in the military for 14 years, and then he said something to me yesterday. He said it's his duty to uphold the rights of First Amendment. And that's what you said to me, something like that,
Yes,
right?
it
Right.
is.
So where'd you get that ideology, that Constitution inside of you?
Well, I think it initially started with my grandparents. They believed in the rule of law.
I believe in the rule of law too.
The Cherokee Nation is founded on the rule of law. We are. We fundamentally, at our core as a tribe, believe in the protection of civil liberties.
Right.
That's why we opted to follow the U.S. Constitution. So when I swore an oath to the Marshal Service, I swore an oath to defend the Constitution of the U.S. and the Constitution of the Cherokee Nation. Those are important.
Yeah.
I've only swore 3 times my whole life.
Oh yeah, what was the third
One
one?
was when I got married, one was when I joined the military, and one was when I swore to be a marshal. Those are awesome responsibilities that a person has to have. And if you take it seriously, you'll do well here. If you don't, then you don't. How's that?
You know, a big issue that a lot of the viewers who watch this channel have, and I have as well, is this blue stripe flag, the desecrated American flag. What's your stance on that, and what do you think about that blue stripe flag?
I'm not a politician.
Right.
I don't have an opinion on it. How's that?
You don't wear one though. I don't see one on you anywhere.
No, I don't wear one.
You don't wear one, right? Because it's a big sticking issue. Because you know, I feel like you can't uphold the oath to the Constitution and at the same time uphold an allegiance to a different nation.
Well, the way I look at a thin blue line, and you've heard this for years. You know, the thin blue line. The way I look at the thin blue line is very thin for a reason. It is easily broken.
Yeah.
So, you know, I will support a fellow officer as long as he or she does the right thing. As soon as they don't, that line is broken, in my opinion, if that makes sense.
Right.
So that's where I look at it as.
Right. And listen, I'm all for officer camaraderie and community, but the ranking system of sergeant, corporal, lieutenant, captain, you know, major, all those rankings, instead of upholding the Constitution, pretty soon I have to uphold my relationship with you as my boss. You know, so I'm for getting rid of all of those rankings and moving into a system where you only uphold the Constitution, and then you're on camera 24/7, so everybody knows what you're doing and then showing the body cam after a shooting. Like, that should be the policy. If you're wearing a body cam or an eye cam and there's a shooting, then you should have to keep rolling and not turn the cameras off. Maybe it's something you think about as being the leader over here of the Marshal Service.
Well, we always, in any decision we make, look at how does this weigh on the protection of constitutional liberties in every choice we try to make here. The use of force training at the Marshal Service, I still do that. So every new Marshal that comes in, I do the use of force training for that Marshal.
Is that right?
I believe that it starts with leadership.
Yes.
And it ends with leadership. So why aren't the leaders like me trained in use of force? I went to FLETC, went to CLEAT. I'm a use of force instructor for FLETC. So I still train my officers on that. It's a huge part of what we have to do.
Right.
So why not hear from the top on what's expected of you the first day you get here?
I agree. What do you think about changing out handcuffs? Because, you know, a lot of the talks I have with police officers when I walk up and I speak to them, I immediately begin talking about the torture cuffs. Torture cuffs immediately are torture. They're always torture. They were made to torture slaves. Torture cuffs are torture. I mean, that's just, they are. So if I came to you and said, hey, let's do a pilot program, would you be willing to look at a pilot program to change handcuffs to something more humane for 2022?
Well, the Marshal Service, we're always looking at technology that, one, can make my officers safer, make the community safer.
Community safer.
You know, here's the deal. When an individual does something wrong, very rarely do they go to prison for the rest of their life.
Right, they're going to get
rarely.
out. They're going to get out.
They're going to get out and they're going to come back to my community.
Yep.
The way we treat them, and I'm talking the criminal justice system as a whole.
But the criminal injustice system.
The way we treat them as they get into that, usually the first contact with the criminal justice system is the police officer.
Right.
The way we treat them has ripple effects throughout their life, their family's life, their friends' life, and someday they're going to come back to us. So we should treat them with the respect they're due. So, I'm sorry,
I know you got to go. Shannon, everybody, that's Shannon from the Marshal Service here in Tahlequah. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
There's ice and water there. Feel free.
Wow, you guys put the tent up for us too, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be hot today.
They put a tent up and they dropped off some ice and waters for everybody. I mean, listen, you know, there's a change is coming. Change is coming. You know, you get guys like Shannon who, you know, he said they're coming back to our communities. You know, a new day is dawn here. You know, so the more that we understand that we're all going to be in this together, that everybody's going to be a part of what happens when that guy gets out of jail or that girl gets out of jail. You know, that's where we got to start to get together and start to realize we're not going to throw that person in the garbage disposal. They're not just going to be put in the trash. So if we're not going to throw them in the trash and throw them in a garbage disposal, well, then maybe we should treat them humanely. The only downside is the Marshal Service thing on there, but they did bring it over for us though. So it's tough not to appreciate that. And Shannon, man, he really explains that he's for the upholding our rights. And that's the most important part. So I want to go into the court, but Deboragh's in there now. I mean, they brought out 3 coolers full of, they brought 2 coolers and 4 ice packs. So there's 2 coolers with ice and 2 different packs of water here. So, oh, I know it. Jeebus Crisp is in the room, everybody. How's everybody doing? Bottle cap. There's some things that aren't worth addressing, and so I'm not going to address them. You just gotta remember there's always going to be people who are don't ever, you know, and I guess the best thing that I could say is that I've changed the way I'm doing some things to try to create a better system of unity. You know, I'm willing to change some of the things that I've done and the way that I do things. Maybe tape. I think I got tape in the car. Maybe we should tape it. No. We can just tape the stick to it. There's some in that car, I guarantee it. You need the key? Yeah. You just push the button on that door to lock it.
Okay.
So, just waiting for Deboraugh to come out here and see what happens. Let me just jack this. Okay, there we go. Sorry guys, just getting everything set up. Potential criminal. I don't know if what you're talking about, man. What I'm talking about though is trying to build a better system here. How you doing? I'm trying to build a better system. I'm trying to create a way to have enough unity that we can try to start looking at creating a better system. So that's what I'm trying to get to. Yeah, you guys are kicking the trolls' butts in the comments. Don't let them dominate the comment section. Please don't let them. Go to the last video and you can see there's 800 or 1,000 comments on there. Counter those trolls. They should not have the bigger voice in the comment section. They just shouldn't, and we shouldn't let them do it. You know, they don't offer anything. So they just offer divisiveness and hatred. And so it's like, you know, we got to get to a place where we start to create some sort of, look, you know, I don't like the police system. I don't like the police apparatus. I don't respect it. I don't think it's a good thing. But at the same time, you know, if we're going to implement change at the very bottom levels where change is so obvious that it could be done, we have to work with the powers that be to change, the guys like Shannon who are willing to change out handcuffs. That's where we have to go. That's where we have to go. So, you know, we just have to get there. So we have we're here at the Cherokee Nation, and we're just waiting for Deboraugh Rodgers to come back out. She has her court hearing going on right now. Perfect, champ. Perfect. So she has her court meeting coming up right, and she's in there now filing her motion. Good old boy, you got timed out, brother? I mean, good old boy. Are we in this love-hate relationship, my friend? You don't know if you love the mission or hate the mission. You did send me that video of the cop, which kind of made me go, who's sending you videos and why are you watching them? Because I don't like cop sucking videos. I'm not down for cop sucking videos. I last a very short amount of time before I'm going off in the comment section. And I don't really want to be triggered and go off in the comment section. You know, so, but we're going to find out what happened with Deboraugh Rodgers here. Hopefully her motion, which I'm not sure if her motion is online or not. Let me check with my buddy. Let me see if I can get him on the phone real fast. I'm gonna see if Mobot got that up. You guys can read the motion as soon as we get it online. As soon as we get the motion online, you guys can read it. And Deboraugh Rodgers is in there now. She has her court date. This is where her motion is going to be considered right this minute. So she's in there, and that judge's name, Luke Bartrow. You know, Luke Bartrow has his own DUI where he was actually drunk and sloppy, and Deboraugh Rodgers was not drunk and sloppy. So
Please leave your message.
So Mo is not answering. Mo is not answering, but that's okay. No, she's not a repeat offender. She's never been arrested before, you know. Oh, is that right, Jay Johnson? Can you email me, DeletelawZ@gmail.com? Can you shoot me an email real fast and then send me over your information so I can take a look at it? So God bless you, kind sir. Thank you, kind sir. Thank you, my friend. You are a scholar. You are a scholar. What do they say? You are a gentleman and a scholar. That's what they used to say. Remember that? And that was a pretty common phrase they used to say to people. I just want to make sure. Listen, you know, as far as JMM just said, I don't hate all cops, and that's true. I don't hate any of them. You guys are watching the metamorphosis of me, and that's just the way it is. I am slowly changing into something that I wasn't before because of how much on the ground time I'm spending going face to face with cops and having interactions with them, that when the camera's off, we're having conversations. And as you guys know, I never change my stance as far as police are bad. Cops in America are bad. The human being hopefully isn't a bad human being, but you guys are watching me slowly change into something different. I don't know what that is. I couldn't define myself because I am the subject in it. I couldn't be objective. But I am slowly changing here to something that I'm trying to build bridges with different peace officers groups so that we can get to change without waiting another 50 years. You know, in the beginning of the Mullen Commission, 1994, you can get on my website, DeletelawZ, for free. If you haven't read the Mullen Commission, you really don't know what policing is about because you haven't read it. And so when you read the Mullen Commission, it says in the beginning of it, says, you know, the time for change is now. We're ripe for change. Are we going to implement change? We know we need a third party for oversight. We know that. Are we going to wait another 30 years for another commission? And this is all going to be lip service. And they took that quote from the Knapp Commission of 1972, and they put that in the 1994 Mullen Commission 20 years later, 22 years later, and it just shows that we didn't have any at all change. There was no oversight. Policing got worse. The thin blue line, the wall of silence, was developed from 1972 to 1994. The wall of silence is a term that comes from the Mullen Commission that comes out in 1994. And it clearly just shows that the system of policing in America is so corrupted that they've devised what's called the blue wall of silence to make sure that they don't ever tell on a fellow police officer. And so you know, these words that I say, police officer, that's very hard for me to say because I don't think and look at another person who has been a servant to uphold our rights as an officer, as a sergeant, as a lieutenant, as a major, as a captain, as a chief. I see them as a person who is a servant to the United States people, who has sworn to uphold our constitutional rights. They are rights protectors. And so when you start to talk about police in America, I can kind of start to go off on this little side tangent because we have a bad system right now. We have a bad system. You know, we have a bad system. We have a very bad system. Okay, good old boy. I don't know what you said. You guys don't time them out if they just differ in opinion. Good old boy, a little bit of a cop sucker. He sent me a cop sucking video. So good old boy, you know, he's got that cop stick a little bit in his mouth, but he's not a terrible guy. We've had some emails. I think we've emailed back and forth a couple times. Yeah, fangirl, if you have channel names that are purposely meant to distract me from what I'm talking about, your channel will probably get blocked because I'm here to talk about the mission that I've created. You're only here trolling me because I created a following and now you have a place to go. What's that like? I couldn't imagine that. I couldn't imagine that. Look, someone built up a following, let me go and troll their following. You know, Please don't call him Ironton Auditor. His name is Terry Nip. He's not an auditor. His name is Terry. He's a YouTuber. He's making money and he's creating a channel for himself. But his name is Terry Nip. That's his name is Terry Nip. So now, you know, this step here with Deboraugh Rodgers, and you guys, I want to make sure you guys have your Cash App, your Venmo, your PayPal, have those things ready to go. I want to get the 350 people here to donate to Deboraugh Rodgers. She has her own email, she has her own Cash App, her own Venmo, her own PayPal, and I want everybody to donate to her $5 or $10. With 350 people in the room, if everybody puts in $10 or $20, man, you know, she's gonna have enough money, because she doesn't have any money because she hasn't been working. So, you know, what a big part of what this channel is activism. And activism comes in the form of crowdfunding, of crowdsourcing. Until we have her PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, you can send the PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App to me, put for Deboraugh Rodgers. I'll take a screenshot of it and I'll put it in my community page, just like I always do. I've never had a single person who I've raised money for say that they didn't get the money, because that's the whole point. This is for Deboraugh. We have to raise money for Deboraugh. You know, that's what we have to do. You know, we have to help her. She's gonna have to buy the transcripts from this if they don't take her to jail. You know, so it's like, you know, we've got to get there. We have to get there together. And the way we'll get there is if we all chip in $5 or $10 for Deboraugh so that she can pay for her transcripts. If she doesn't get the transcripts of this, we won't really understand what was said in this courtroom. Because, you know, and it's like, what I'm doing right now is putting together the room so that we can raise funds properly for Deboraugh Rodgers. That's what I'm doing. Naven, I really hope you're able to stay in the room. I don't have a lot of leeway today as far as you just trolling me to troll me. So Naven, I've blocked 3 or 4 of your accounts in the past. I think you may end up getting permanently blocked today, and I'm not taking people off the block list once I block them. I'm just, there's going to be a list of people who just are going to be hateful and spiteful and negative no matter what I do. I mean, and by the way, you know, this is a fundraiser. Today's a fundraiser for Deboraugh Rodgers. So make sure you guys have your PayPal, your Cash App, your Venmo ready to go. I'm gonna get her PayPal, her Venmo, her Cash App. I'm gonna post it here. If you guys are used to donating to me, you're welcome to send me the $5 or $10, and I will send it to Deboraugh, and I'll take a screenshot of it, because they always put in there for Deboraugh or for Christy or for Patience. Patience Keys contacted me last week. The gentleman that we raised $800 for when he got rear-ended by the drunk driver. Right there, DJ Smith. DJ Smith, I will make sure that I give her the money. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for the contribution, DJ Smith. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you, DJ. Really, really, that's great, man. God bless you, man. I want to get her Cash App, her Venmo, her PayPal. I would rather it just went straight to her. Matter of fact, I have it here because obviously when we raised money for her before, people sent me her Cash App, her Venmo, her PayPal. And so let me look up her. Oh, thank you, P. I appreciate the support, man. Thanks a lot. I'm checking my my Cash App. Thanks, P. I'm not saying anybody's names anymore. So here's Deboraugh Rodgers right here. So, oh, that's so funny. So here's the super chat money. So here's the last payment that I sent to Deboraugh. It was $150, and it says right there for the super chat money. So this is her Cash App right here. If you guys want to put her Cash App in there, this is the last payment that I sent over to her, and it's at Deboraugh, Deboraugh. So that's her Cash App. You got to put the cash symbol in front of it. You got to put the cash symbol in front of it, because I won't be able to record in there, and I don't want to put myself in that position. So that's Deborah's Cash App. I don't know her PayPal and Venmo, but I will check right now. and see if I have her PayPal and Venmo. And of course, I would rather that you gave directly to Deboraugh. That saves me the step of having to screenshot and forward it. But like, for example, that super chat, I will make sure that I get over to her. Thanks for contributing to her legal fund. And she's in pro persona, so she's representing herself. I'm seeing if her PayPal is in the I'm just taking a look here. I think I have her in here. Let me see what her PayPal is. I know that I've sent her a PayPal. I hope that I have. Does anybody remember her PayPal from the last one? Thank you. I appreciate the support. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it. So I put her full name in. There she is. Okay, so here is her official Deboraugh at iCloud.com. But here is her PayPal right here, guys. So everybody can take a look at that. This is her PayPal. That's Deborah's PayPal. If you're so inclined, just drop 5, 10, 20 bucks, 50 bucks. Today's a fundraiser for Deboraugh because this is the beginning of her court case. So if everybody would please drop 5, 10, 15, 20 bucks into this right here. There's Deborah's PayPal right there. It's Deboraugh, Deboraugh, and then the letter R, the letter M like Mary, and the letter A. So it's Deboraugh RMA, and that is her PayPal. So if you would please, oh, thank you a lot. I appreciate it. Let's go fishing. That's her PayPal account, you guys. I spelt it out for you, Ethic Bliss. I spelt it out. It's Deboraugh, the letter RMA, and that's her PayPal. So Jonathan Mitchell Music, or one of you guys can put that in there. That would be great. I appreciate it. Let's raise her, $1,000 bucks, $2,000 today. She's gonna need the money. Her transcripts alone are gonna cost $100, $150. Good to see you, Jeebus. Nice to see you. Crypto, don't troll me, dude. I can't have a place in the court. I can't run camera in the court. And for my own freedom, I don't want to put myself in a judge's courtroom unless I have to. And I don't have to go in there. So I'm not. So it's like, I'm not sure if you noticed or not, but I don't exactly, I don't really fit in the way people would choose. I'm a disagreeable person. So I'm not going to go into a judge's courtroom where I'm going to disagree with that judge, or where I've openly put his name on a billboard where he can then put me in jail in his courtroom. Waldo, where's Waldo? Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo? Okay, so that won't happen anymore, Debo. And Debo, do not block anybody, please. Only put people in timeout. And I always check the block list at the end of every single thing. So yeah, where is Cramble? Where is Cramble? Where is Cramble? Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo? Save to photos. Okay, so we got that. We got that. Okay, cool. Okay, I've got the Dragnet transparency. Okay. Limit your exposure. Well, limit my exposure to where I can get arrested for no reason. That's the big one. I don't want to just get arrested just because I'm in a courtroom. And when you put a judge's name on a big billboard outside the courthouse, if he has the power to put you in a dungeon, he most certainly can. Oh, you got my business cards. Awesome, thanks. Give me about 10 of those, will you? Maybe 20? I got business cards printed. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. I got business cards printed. So now when people want to find me, I can just give them a business card. And by the way, this just goes to show, I actually did the cards on 3 by 2, 3 inch by 2 inch. And then she said, they're 3.5 by 2 inch. And I said, okay, then just adjust it. And she didn't really adjust it. She just made them so they're full flush. It should actually be a little smaller, but I didn't do the final. And so, I don't want to, it's fine. you can still see it. And then it says, it has my email address right there at the bottom. DeletelawZ@gmail.com. So then you can reach out. Ultra nice to the piggies. I'm not being ultra nice to the piggies. What I'm doing is I'm trying to build a bridge with different policing agencies where we can start to implement a change in torture cuffs, getting rid of torture cuffs. That's what I'm doing. I'm not extra nice to the piggies. What I'm trying to do is have an amicable, fruitful relationship with the people who have the right to put you in torture cuffs just upon their mere suspicion of you. And that is too much. So before we can overturn Terry versus Ohio, we first have to try to get to a humane place, to a place that's based on humanity. And we're never gonna get there as long as we continue to have torture cuffs, and we have to change out those torture cuffs. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to do. If you haven't noticed, I've changed my verbiage. I no longer call them piggies to their face anymore. I try not to even call them piggies on my videos anymore, because I want to reach a bigger audience of people where we can implement the change that's going to be necessary because people can palate the message. And that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm doing. So if you've seen a change in my rhetoric, it is so that we can build those bridges. And that's, I think, the most important part, you know? So, yeah, so, yeah, $350, that's right, that's right. So, you know, we got to get there together, though, and I don't know what's happened in court yet today, but we're going to find out here pretty quick. We're going to find out here pretty quick. The new vernacular is I'm just trying to show a little bit of deference and trying to get through the minutia. And you guys can see when the cops act like jerks and they try to go around my rights or try to, in any way, shape, or form, try to say that I don't have rights, then you guys saw that in McAllister, I went at that cop like a wild badger, and I was not going to let him get off of the slight of chilling my First Amendment right to be there to film. I have a right to be there, and he has no right to tell me that I can't be. These damn biting flies. Welcome to Oklahoma. There's biting flies here. Everybody hit the like button if you would, please. There's 420 people in here, so smoke one if you got it. 420, everybody hit the like button if you would, please. And then do me a favor, hit the number 1 button and let me know where you guys are watching from in the comments. Everybody hit the like button if you would, please. Hey, Tim. Everybody hit the like button if you would, please. I was gonna bring my, you think I should bring my salt, my bug of salt out here?
Oh, you got salt for it?
There's salt in it. Just,
Okay.
I want to get rid of these.
I'll get it.
I don't know.
That's not the right time.
Not the right time to bring out the bug of salt. All right, I got you. I got you. Jeff hates pigs. Jeff hates pigs. Everybody hit the like button if you would, please. We're at 225 likes. Let's get to 300 likes with 420 people in here. Let's get to 300 likes. Everybody hit the like button if you would, pretty please, with cherries and sugar on top. I do appreciate it. We're waiting for Deboraugh Rodgers to come out of court right now. Deboraugh went in here and she filed her motion. And so we're gonna find out whether or not the massive amount of work that Deboraugh has put in, if the judge will show absolute, any kind of respect or deference for the processes that she's going through, considering that Luke Bartrow was also charged with the DUI in 2018, I believe, and convicted of that DUI. So I want to make sure. Accountability for Vermont. What's going on, accountability for Vermont? Yeah, I have a bug of salt. I do have a bug of salt. It's showing 230 likes over here on my side, Tim. So if everybody would please hit the like button. Let's get to 250. There's 430 people in here. If you guys could please hit the like button, that would bring us over to let's everybody hit the like button. Just take a second, take your finger right there, boom, and then just hit the like button right there. Just go like that right there, and then just hit the like button. Just take your finger right there, and boom, just go right there, boom, just like that. Just hit it. Just take a second, hit the like button. Just take you a second. Just take you a second. Just take you a second if you would, please. I do appreciate you hitting the like button. That means a lot. Okay, thanks. So, yeah, Rights On has got some funny videos. Rights On, post that video you put up yesterday of that beta male. That was the funniest video I've ever seen. Yeah, I'm not going in, Jenny, because I have openly put Judge T. Luke Bartrow's name on a billboard, and I have called for him to dismiss the case with prejudice, and so I don't want to put myself in a situation where someone's going to have the right to put me in jail if they want to. You know, I don't want to deal with that. You know, and that's what that judge can do. You know, inside of a judge's courtroom, they have absolute power over you. So it really, really matters that we try to make sure that we don't put ourselves in a situation where you're going to be at the mercy of one of these judges. You know, I am allowed to go in. I can go into the courtroom if I'd like to. I'm just choosing not to, just to make sure that I keep myself in a positive place. You know, I'm just trying to make sure that I keep myself in a good space. And you know, even that troll yesterday taught me something. You know, it's just a simple matter of a troll is made of all slime. And so if you have any interaction with that slime, then that slime can get on you and stick on you. And then you have to try to get this troll slime off of you. And that's I think that's what I learned yesterday. You know? You know, so that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Well, let me help you. Go something like that. Just like that. That's how that works. You just go just like that. There it is. Bartow, is that what it is? It's Bartow, Sergeant Mummy said. It's Bartow, no R. Oh, no Bartrow, so it's just Bartow. So his name is T. Luke Bartrow. Is that how you say it? We are the anti-slime, that's right. And you know when you guys go into in the comments with the trolls and you see them, and we are kicking the trolls' asses in the comments. They say this and say that, and then they get countered with the truth that there's no victims and there's no receipts, and they just don't. Well, did you see this video on this guy's page? Another person saying that you're bad? Yeah, but there's no victims and there's no proof of that. So I'm not really sure what you're talking about. That's just not the way it is, you know? Yeah, check out Rights On. It's really a funny video. It's really a funny video. That Rights On video is just absolutely hilarious. It is so funny. It's one of the funniest videos I've seen because he puts the sound effect in at the end, and it is just so funny. It just, Chuck, what's going on, Chuck? I got another batch for you, Chuck. I got another batch for you coming in. There's Deboragh's Cash App right there. Jonathan Mitchell Music just put in Deboragh's Cash App. Everybody right now, if you would please, 440 people here, do me a favor, just open up your Cash App, your Venmo, your PayPal, and just send Deboraugh $5. With 400 people in here, let's say 100 are trolls or 50 are trolls or whatever, right? But let's say if we get 300 people to all send Deboraugh $5, that's $1,500. If everybody in here could just take a second, just because she's going to come out of court where she's going to lose. She's about to lose, just so you know. She's going to go into court right now, and the judge is going to rule against her motion, and then she's going to request a stay, and he's going to deny the stay. So Deboraugh is about to lose. She's going to lose in court right now. So when she comes out, if the 400 people in here have all donated just $5, I'm not asking you to, and by the way, anybody who donates, I'll send you a free ebook. You just have to send me an email, a free ebook, a free digital poster. I'll send you both, the free ebook and the free digital poster, for just sending her $5 or $10. Lean towards the 10 if you can, if you got the $10. But Jonathan Mitchell Music put up her PayPal and put up her Cash App. If you only have Venmo, send it to me and I'll send it directly to her. So everybody right now, pull out your phone and just real quick, just donate $5 or $10 to Deboraugh. She's spending every single dime on her case. I've been to her house here. She's not living above her means at all. She's not. She's not rich. She doesn't have extra cash to pay for transcripts. She doesn't have it. The transcripts alone, thank you, Bruce, I appreciate that. Thank you, Bruce, I appreciate it. Butch, the PayPal is hey John JMM, would you post your PayPal again? It's Deboraugh Deboraugh, the letter R, the letter. It's Deboraugh. Her PayPal is Deboraugh Deboraugh, and then the letter R, the letter M, and the letter A. Letter R, like reimagined, the letter M like Matt, and the letter A like Apple. So her PayPal is Deboraugh Deboraugh. If everybody would please just drop her $5 or $10 right now. Everybody just reach into your phone and pull out $5 or $10 for Deboraugh. If you've only donated to me in the past, you want to send me $5 or $10, I would love 100 people to send me $5 or $10 right now that we can give directly to Deboraugh so that she can have some funds as she gets through this next part. There's Deborah's PayPal right there. There's her Cash App right there. JMM just put it in there. Some of the other moderators can copy and post JMM's PayPal and the Cash App for Deboraugh, and that goes directly to Deboraugh and bypasses me, which is the way I would like to do it. That would be my preferred method. But some people have my Venmo, some people have my Zelle, and as you guys know, this is what we do. This is what we do. JNS, if you would please open up your Cash App, open up your PayPal, and send $5 or $10 to Deboraugh. This is a fundraiser. This is a fundraiser for Deboraugh. She's going to have to pay for the documents where she's about to lose her motion. Of course, they're not going to grant her motion because it would say that the Cherokee Nation, Oklahoma, doesn't have a charter. And they do have a recognized charter, but not an approved charter. Not an approved charter. Oh, God bless you, Bruce. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, dude. I asked before, was innocent of DUI or still trying to get off on a technicality? Dawn, I read your a-hole comment, the way you tried to word it. She wasn't trying to get off on a technicality. She was completely sober. I believe that Laura Rader put the information for her page. You can go watch her pullover, and she was completely sober, totally coherent. She's not trying to get off on a technicality. She wasn't impaired. She was taking Laura tabs. It's just absolutely. Greg, you can send any cash directly to me. Deborah's email. Oh, her email is going to be Deboraugh. I got it. Her email for her, it's going to be, one second. It's Deboraugh at iCloud, but let me get it proper for you. Hold on, Greg. I'd rather you sent it to her instead of me. So give me 1 second. Official Deboraugh at iCloud.com. That's her email address right here. Official Deboraugh at iCloud.com. And it's Deboraugh. Official. It's down here on the bottom. See that gray bar right there? Let me do this. Let me do this. I'll make this bigger real quick. Everybody please drop $5 or $10 right now to Deboraugh. Let's help her out. Let's help her out. There it is. There it is. Here, I got it way better. There it is. Now you can see it. There is official Deboraugh. Here's her information. There it is. Official Deboraugh at iCloud.com. That's her email address. Okay. That's her email address. Crypto, you're going to get blocked today permanently, dude. I'm sorry to see it, but I'm probably going to end up blocking you, brother. I just don't need the trolling all the time, man. So official Deboraugh at iCloud.com. That's for her PayPal account. This is for her PayPal. So if you would please just take a second, just drop her $5. We have over 430 people in here. If everybody right now dropped her $5, then it would make it so that when she comes out of court, that she feels the hope because we actually did something for her. If you got $20, drop her $20. But this is her PayPal email address. It's Deboraugh, 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 the letter R, and then the letter, Daisy, why are you getting timed out? I don't understand. What's going on? And then it's RMA. It's Deboraugh. It's on Berserker, Justice Berserker. I can pull it up if you want. Yeah, Andrew, but what? I'm not blocking anybody. I just permanently block a-holes because I recognize their name. So, you know, but Andrew, let me ask you a question. Andrew just chimed in and said blocking trolls isn't going to. So that's great, Andrew. I'm really, you're not blocked, Joseph. That's really great, Andrew. But did you reach into your pocket and pull out $5 for Deboraugh? Is that what you did, Andrew? Andrew, did you just reach in your pocket and pull out $5 for Deboraugh to show her that there's hope, to show her that there's people who care about her? I mean, did you do that just now? I mean, did you do that though, Andrew? Did you pull out your phone and open up your PayPal and drop her $5 just now? Jeebus, there's one on the way for you, bud. So there's Jeebus, you gotta you have a phone on the way, Jeebus. So you should have that phone by tomorrow. So you'll have a phone, and then that'll solve that problem for you, Jeebus. But Jeebus, you can go to your computer and drop her $5 too. I know you work super hard for your money. You dig swimming pools, so I know it, Jeebus. We got that fixed. We got that fixed. So. Did everybody pull out their phone real quick and donate $5 or $10 to Deboraugh? If you can do $20, do $20. Thank you for the support, Bruce. God bless you. I appreciate that. Did everybody pull out their phone real quick and do $5 Cash App to Deboraugh? I'm gonna put. And then does she have a Venmo? Let me just see if she has a Venmo, and then I'll get all three of them. I'll put them on notes. I'll put them on my phone, and then I'll make it big. And then Deboraugh Rodgers Venmo, it's just her name at Deboraugh. So I got it now. I got it. Let me just make this real quick. So the Cash App is just Deboraugh. And then the Venmo is just Deboraugh. Deboraugh. And then her PayPal, and then the PayPal one is at Deboraugh, Deboraugh. And what is that? RM, what is the rest of it? Deboraugh, yeah, what is it, Jeebus? That's her Venmo. But what was the DEB? Oh, thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you, DB. DB just put in $50. There's $5 for Deboraugh from Tabitha. Thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's raise her some money so when she comes out here, she's gonna lose, but now what she's gonna happen is she's gonna come out and she's gonna have $1,000, and that's gonna make her she's gonna have so much more. What is it? Deboraugh RM. I keep on forgetting that. RMA. Okay, and this is her Venmo here. Okay, and this one right here. I'll have this in 1 second, guys. And then this is her Cash App. Okay, cool. I got this. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this real quick. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna shrink this down. So these are her different things here that you can donate directly to Deboraugh. That would save me a lot of time and heartache of having to transfer the money over. If you Zelly me regularly, or if you send me money and you have my Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal, then you're welcome to send it to me, and I will send it directly through to Deboraugh. And then here is her different, these are her different apps right here. That's her Cash App right there. If you would just take a second and drop her $5, she's gonna need money as she moves forward with her legal procedures. And there's her Venmo. Her Venmo is just Deboraugh. It's pretty easy. Her Cash App is just Deboraugh. Her PayPal is the one that says RMA on the end of it. That's the only difference. So if everybody would please, just go ahead and throw in $5 right now. If everybody would please. Everybody right now, just throw in $5. Right now with 400 people in here, $5 times 400, that's $2,000, and she doesn't have any money. I saw that, Daisy. I don't know why you're getting timed out. I don't know what's going on. Please don't time out, Daisy. Let me see what she says. Just alert me. And I thought Daisy was a friend. Writes on, maybe you don't like her for some reason. But nice, Eaton, thank you. Eaton just sent $25. Thank you, Eaton. I appreciate that. But this is Deboragh's Cash App, her Venmo, her PayPal. You know, if you would please. Oh, thank you. Daisy just contributed, and you only got to put $1 in. Put in $20. Daisy, you're getting some negative reviews, so of course I am fangirl. Listen to me. I do far more than donating. Fangirl. I'm actually standing in front of the court where Deboragh's in court. I actually, just so you know, this billboard over here and the easel, I paid for those through people who support me. No, it's okay. Leave it there. Yeah, the easel right there and that stand. I actually did the graphics. I built the graphics for that poster, and then I paid for it, and then I paid for the easel as well, and that was $125 that I spent to try to contribute in some way. So and then what I do is I spend my time down here. So I'm 125 in, and then 4 or 5 gas tanks. So I guess with the traveling back and forth, I would say I don't know. It doesn't matter what I've invested. What matters is the change. It doesn't matter how much time or energy or love I've put in. What matters is how much we change things and how much we support her. Drop her $5, everybody, right now. The fangirl that just got timed out, where's your support? Because she didn't have any victims, fangirl. There's no victims. Deboraugh is the victim. So fangirl, right there is how you can donate $5 and redeem yourself for being a troll. Redeem yourself for offering nothing to society but hatred. Redeem yourself. You should. And this money goes directly to Deboraugh. So if you have a hard time sending it her, send it to me, and I will make sure that I send it on to her. And that's just the way we have to do it. So this is her Cash App, this is her Venmo, and this is her PayPal. Make sure everybody right now, there's 425 people in here. Just drop Deboraugh $5 right now. Everybody drop her $5 right this second. It'll take you 1 minute. Drop her $10. Someone dropped her 25 a second ago. Drop her $5 or $10 right now, pretty please. This is a fundraiser for Deboraugh Rodgers. She's gonna go in and she's going to lose this case right now. She's about to lose and she needs help. She needs funding. So that's what we're doing. We're raising her funds and the money goes directly to Deboraugh. So, I got myself out of it. I mean, just for the love of God, You know what I'm saying? Evelyn Jones, you're not offering anything to this room, so I'm gonna send you packing because we're raising money for Deboraugh. So any counter to that, you will be just sent out of my room. Evelyn, you're more than welcome to start your own YouTube channel, build up your own following, and then if you want to do fundraisers for people, Evelyn, then you can do it on your time with your phone in front of a courthouse where you go and help somebody. But for right now, I would like the 400 people in here to go and drop her $5 or $10 right this second, if you would please. I want her phone to come out, and she's got a couple grand on there. It'll only take you a second to drop her $5 or $10. And let me tell you something, that $5 or $10 that you're dropping to her, it's not gonna affect you in the grand scheme of life. It's just not, it's not. And a lot of people are living on fixed incomes. And for any donation, I don't care how much it is, if it's $1, I'll send you a free ebook and a free digital poster. Both of those are emails. You print them out on your own if you want to. But any donation given to Deboraugh today, I will give you my product for free. I'll give you both my ebook and my digital poster for free. So if everybody would please drop Deboraugh $5 or $10. This is a fundraiser for Deboraugh Rodgers today. I said this yesterday. I'm holding true to my word. Everybody please, right now, I'm telling you, reach into your pocket right this second and drop her $5 or $10 right this minute. Send her $5 or $10. Just do it. I mean, in the grand scheme of life, you're not gonna be worse off. And if you don't have it, God bless you. I'll still give you a digital poster or a digital ebook for free if you want one, because you're here now and you're adding to the conversation. So please, everybody right now, this is a fundraiser for Deboraugh Rodgers. Everybody right this minute, reach into your pocket and send her $5 or $10 or $20 or $50 or $100. Depends on where you are financially. Thank you, Debo's. I will make sure that that I give it to her. Any money that comes in, put the name Deboraugh on it, and I'll send it to her. Please make sure you put Deboraugh on it because I do have different money in PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. But please, if you would, put Deboragh's name on there. I'm not going to keep her money. This money is for her. This money is for her. And so we have to raise her the funds so she can continue to fight. And this is how we fight. We crowdfund. That's what we do. So if everybody would please reach into your phone right now, if you have to leave the live for a moment, take a screenshot right here. And please, if you would, Eaton, just send me an email. I'll send you over the ebook and the poster. Eaton, just send me over. Just send me an email. And I hope you contributed, but I'm not gonna check, dude. I'm not gonna check a receipt. I'm not gonna do it. If you told me that you donated, reasonable citizen, there's $5 right there for Deboraugh. Thank you, I appreciate that. So I'm not gonna check your receipt, Eaton. I'm just gonna send you the ebook and the digital poster. You said you sent it? Oh, okay, Deboraugh. Okay, come on, step on. Come on, step on.
Oh, are we this way?
Yeah, I'm doing a fundraiser. This is Deboraugh Rodgers, everybody. This is who you're sending the $5 or $10 to right now. So step in a little bit closer here.
Okay.
So tell me.
Wait, I don't know. Where do you want me?
I'm trying to get your best side.
Okay.
Deboraugh is a woman, so she has her vanity. I got mine. So tell us what happened in court, Deboraugh.
Okay, so I did make a mistake, and this is a learning process. I'm not an attorney, and I have just kind of learned this on the fly because I've been forced to. Unfortunately, I didn't want to have to deal with this, but I'm being forced to. So it was a learning process. So whenever I filed the motion yesterday, I did not serve the Attorney General's office. So whenever I made a comment in court regarding the motion that I filed yesterday in the court clerk's office, the assistant to the Attorney General, Sandy Crosland, verbally stated she had not seen it and wanted to know what it was about, and she wanted to go ahead and make a rule on it. And so, and she wanted to rule against it and state that we would just go ahead and go to court. And I suggested that she would need to review the document before making a rule on it and deciding to just go straight to court. And of course they denied me that. And she told me that I would need to file with the Attorney General's office today for her to review, but that we would go ahead and set court date, which is fine. And so I did go and attempt to serve the Attorney General's office, and they denied me. They said, I'm not going to sign because you're not a professional process server and you're not an attorney.
You can't serve your own process.
That, according to them.
Well, according to the Federal Rules of Procedure in America, you can't serve your own. I don't know what the Cherokee Nation of Oklahoma Supreme Court rules are, but here in America, you can't serve your own thing. So
You can't?
No, you can't. Not according to the Federal Rules of Procedure. I can serve it for you, but you can't serve it.
Okay, so I asked for a supervisor to a woman named Betty, and so April McClure, she came outside. She was a supervisor. I told her what my intentions were, and that I had just come from court, and I was told to bring it upstairs, bring it over to this office to serve. April McClure was so sweet. She did sign off stating that she would receive it and review it. So.
And then open up
happens.
your phone and open up your Cash App. Venmo.
I don't have my phone. He's coming around with it.
Okay.
I didn't bring my phone into court. I didn't.
But we're going to check it. And this is her Cash App, her Venmo, her PayPal. She is going to have to pay different court fees. She's going to have a process here. This is a fundraiser today for Deboraugh Rodgers, everybody. So open. If you have to leave the live, then just do it. Open up your phone, open up your PayPal, your Venmo, your Cash App, and send her $5 or $10 if you would, please. Everybody, I am Groot. I read all of your trolling comments yesterday, so why don't you actually do something good and go ahead and reach in your phone and send Deboraugh Rodgers $5 from your PayPal, your Cash App, your Venmo, $10, $20. If you have the money, support this woman. She's been fighting, and she's going to continue to fight. She won't take a plea deal. She's not backing down.
Oh, so since he did mention that, I was offered another plea deal today, of course.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
What was the plea deal?
So previously, the plea deal was that I would pay an exuberant amount of money and attend courses and do assessments and have a device put on my car steering wheel and things of that nature, which is ridiculous because I haven't even been proven guilty, and they can't prove I'm guilty because it didn't. What they're charging
weren't
me
drunk.
with doesn't exist. So anyway, so I denied both of those pleas that I've received previously. So today she offered me a plea deal before I went before the judge.
Got you, Greg. Keep going. Sorry.
And she offered me another plea deal. So this time it was a better deal, I guess you could say. She did have me with about $850, $950 in court fees. And then she just said I needed an assessment and a class or something to that effect. She dropped the other things. And, you know, I'm not going to take a plea. I'm not guilty. And to me, to take a plea is lying. I'm not going to lie.
So they offered you a deal where you just had to pay $900 in court costs?
About $950 and then do like an assessment, a DUI assessment or alcohol assessment or something.
But you don't have a drinking problem.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. So,
I don't drink.
She's not a big drinker. She wasn't.
I used to. I just want to be fair because, you know, people's going to like, oh, I know you used to drink, whatever. But no, I don't drink. And
Right.
I don't do drugs. I've never done drugs. No one could ever say I've done drugs. Everyone knows I don't do drugs. I can be at a party, everyone pass drugs around. I'm the one that laughs at everyone because they're all high and I'm laughing because I'm not. It's fun.
Wow. So she's not a recovering drug addict. She's
No.
she's not in recovery for drinking.
No.
She's not in anything.
Correct.
She's not doing anything.
Correct.
She hasn't done anything wrong. Right there, Zoom just put in $10. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
If you guys
Thank you,
would
Zoom.
please try to make sure you donate directly to her. Greg threw in $20. That came
you,
to me.
Greg.
I'll forward that to you. Deborah knows every time I get money for her, I just send it to her.
Yes, he does.
Yes, I do. Every time, because it's not my money. This is for her to fight the fight. This is the whole point of DeletelawZ, that we fight the fight, that we don't back down, that we don't give in, that we don't give up. And the way we do that is by crowdfunding and helping her. Tell them how meticulous you were. We raised her $1,300, just a real tiny bit amount of money. Tell them what you did, how far you stretched that money.
Okay, so I took $300 and put it in a savings account because to file a Section 1983 is going to be $405, something like that. But and then the $1,000 I spent on I had to get new drum things for my printer, tons of ink. Notebooks. I've got about 10 or 15 4-inch thick notebooks. Because just as we were in the court today, the judge told me that I needed to know the court rules in order to know what to do. Otherwise, I would need to hire an attorney. They basically told me they didn't want to deal with me, that they didn't want to allow me to represent myself. He mentioned several times, as well as the assistant to the DA, assistant attorney general, both mentioned that they wanted me to get an attorney. They did not want me to represent myself. And as I said yesterday, we know how they talk to attorneys. They threaten them with taking their license away or doing something with their license. I don't know the details of that. I'm not an attorney. But I have heard through the grapevine, and it is known that is what they do.
Maddie just threw in 50. Thank you, Maddie.
Maddie.
Thank you, Maddie. This is her PayPal. This is her Cash App. This is her Venmo. If you guys would please, Lively. I don't know why Lively got timed out. He's a friend. Hopefully, don't take Lively's his words as he's a friend. So this is her Cash App. This is her Venmo. This is her PayPal. If you guys would please right now, and by the way, someone told me to tell you how beautiful you look today.
Thank you.
You look absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
You know, you weren't done up yesterday.
No.
Now she's done up in her blue dress. She looks absolutely wonderful. Everybody let her know how beautiful she looks today. She did an absolute excellent job. So now she has to serve the state attorney general. Is that right?
I just did.
You just did. So she
Yeah.
served.
She's not the state attorney general.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's the Cherokee Nation of Oklahoma Attorney
Sorry.
General's office.
Yep.
Her name is Sarah Hill, SarahHill, I believe. I don't know if she has an H on the end of her name, Sarah.
Sarah. So make sure you guys listen. This is a fundraiser for Deboraugh Rodgers. Make sure that you drop right now. If you guys would please drop us $5, $10, $20 right here. Go directly to. Hey, moderators, don't time people out for no reason. All right, give them a chance. Daisy, I put you as a moderator. Don't block anybody. So this is her PayPal, this is her Venmo, this is her Cash App. Right now, pretty please, drop her $5, $10, $20. This is a fundraiser for Deboraugh Rodgers. She took that $1,300, she stretched it, she still has some of that money left from when we raised the money for her a few months ago. When I got here, she said, I have to pull some of this money out. I said, what money? The money you helped me raise. She still has it. She still has part of that $1,300 because she designates every dime to fighting her case. Dale, I don't get a single penny, not a single dime of this.
This is just one of my notebooks that just, you can see how thick it is. And this is what I spend the money on, is to print off information, because the judge just now told me I need to learn the rules, the court rules, which I do know. Obviously, it's right here. And I told him I've read the court rules. I know the court rules. But he still insisted that he would not give me that provision that is allowed in the court rule.
Right.
So.
Right. So this is what your contribution goes to.
No.
She has all. Go ahead, Deborah. She has all kinds of things that have to be paid for. And your $5, $10, $20, it's really not going to ruin you. There are people who are on fixed incomes that can't afford it. So tell me more about the book now.
So, if you'll hold my water.
Gotcha.
All right. So, like, I'll just show you. So, like, this first section has the Constitution to the Cherokee Nation of Oklahoma, which you can actually see this. It's printed off from their website, and you can see here at the bottom of it, it was approved by a person who did not have the authority to approve this. So, I mean, anyone can basically sign off on it and say, hey, yeah, we're going to let you use it. But that doesn't mean that the government is going to say this is enough. This is not enough to, I guess, to allow the certifications and everything that needs to be done in order to be recognized and accepted, as much as like the United Kituwa Band and the Eastern Band. And then so I have this tab here, and then this is the 1800 one.
The 1800s.
This is the 1975 one.
The 1975
and then we
Constitution.
have the 1999 one.
The 99 Constitution.
And then I have other documents in here, and as you can see, this is the court rules.
These are the court rules. So
I made my own header. This is
this is your job.
This is so that whenever I am going through and I'm writing up this document, I don't have to wait for my computer to load the document. I can just thumb through here and I've got it right here. And then if I need to make a copy to submit with my document, I just pull it out of the sleeve and submit the document.
You guys, you see that? Listen, I support this woman because she's fighting for herself. And I want you to show your support right now. Drop her $5, $10, $20, $50, $100. Support her right now. This is her PayPal. This is her Cash App. This is her Venmo. It's not going to hurt you. I'm giving away a free ebook, a free digital poster. Anybody who donates any amount to her, whether it be $1 or $100, I will send you a copy of my digital poster and a copy of my ebook for free that I sell for $25 online, but I'll send it to you for free for a simple $5, $10, $20, $25, $100 donation, $200 donation.
So I do want to say that this is not just for me. There are groups on Facebook who have uploaded the document that I filed both yesterday and today with the Attorney General, and there's a lot of discussion going on with this document. This document has a lot of meaning for a lot of people. It's not just for me. This is not about me necessarily. I'm just the footstool. This is going to go way up for a lot of people. This is not just about me.
The document's on my website. It's right there. It's Cherokee Nation versus Deboraugh Rodgers. It is on DeletelawZ right there. It is on DeletelawZ right there. You guys can go and read the document that she filed on DeletelawZ. You guys, this is her full-time job. This is her full-time job. This is what she does full-time. She can't drive, so she doesn't have a job. Okay, it's. Hey, Lively, I'm glad you're back, man. Moderators, please don't time out people unless we know that they're totally being a dick. Because I don't want to block out opposition voices. But if you're just being a dick going against what we're doing, then I'm probably going to kick you out of here. Because Aww.
Butterflies love me. You see the butterfly? Usually they kiss me. But
Wow,
this one just landed here and it's staying. Look at this.
Okay.
It's still here.
So I want you guys to win. I want you guys to read this right here. I want you guys to read this. It's on DeletelawZ, Cherokee Nation versus Deboraugh Rodgers. The document is on my website if you guys want to read it. We have it posted. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So if you guys would please, if you would be so kind to reach, to right now, take a break from this live, go to your Cash App, your Venmo, or your PayPal, and just real quick right now, drop Deboraugh Rodgers 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, $100. If you can just drop her $5 or $10, that would be absolutely amazing. She's fighting the fight. She still had part of that $1,300 left. When I was here yesterday, we went to the credit union because she had to get some money out to do the things she has to do. Getting copies alone costs money. You can help her so much. We got 450 people in here. If everybody in here drops her $5, man, that's $2,000. That can help her. I don't care if you're a troll and you hate me. You don't hate her. She didn't do anything wrong. There's no victim saying she hurt me. There's nobody who's saying that she did them wrong. She's a victim of the state and she needs your help. So right now, drop her $5, $10, $20 right now. Just right this second. Just do it. Just do it. It'll take you 2 seconds. And then I'll give you a free ebook. I'll give you a free digital poster. It won't cost you anything. You don't even got to prove to me that you sent it. I'll just send it to you anyway. I don't care. I just the idea that you did it gives me hope. And hope is a very powerful thing. So you want to help her. You want to help her. God bless you, Launchpad. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Jack So, Jack, wrong channel, brother, wrong channel, but God bless you, man. God bless you. I know that when you're in your time of need and someone puts up your Cash App, your Venmo, and your PayPal and asks a group of people who he doesn't know to help you, I hope that you get the same help you were offering just now. That's what I hope, you know. So, this is her Venmo, this is her PayPal, this is her Cash App, you guys. Just take a second and just throw in $5 or $10 real quick. Just throw in $5 or $10. She's enamored with the butterfly on her hand. She's a very sweet woman.
How long does this usually stay on people's hand? I mean, really?
She is the butterfly whisperer. But that's what I'm trying to say. She's a person, man. She loves the butterflies. Support her. It'll take you 5 seconds. It'll take you 5 seconds. It'll take you 5 seconds. You know? Yeah, I actually sent him packing, just so you know, because I don't want it. You know, I don't want it. I want to raise some money for Deboraugh today. You know, and then people are throwing in super chats here. Thank you, Dwarf Mom. Thank you, Dwarf. I appreciate it. Deboraugh, for Deboraugh and the butterflies. Someone, Dog Moms, Rants and Raves. She just threw in $10 and she said for Deboraugh and the butterflies. So,
I thank you.
So, you know, she'll use the funds in the right way. Let's help her. Let's help her out. There's her PayPal. There's her Venmo. There's her Cash App. Right now, reach into your pocket and send Deboraugh Rodgers $5, $10, $20. Just do it. Just do it, because at the end of the day, it's not going to hurt you. So the holding today was that they set a trial date, correct?
Yes, August 22nd, I believe it was.
So remember on that poster board, we said here's a list of the possibilities, and one of those possibilities was that they could set a trial date, and then they would deny her motion, which they did.
No. Okay, so I want to make a clarification. Okay. So I filed the motion, but that I have to give the Attorney General's office an opportunity to respond to that motion. And because I did not serve the Attorney General's office yesterday when I filed it in the court clerk's office, then they have not had an opportunity to review it, they say. So what I did was directly after I exited the court, I directly went to the Attorney General's office and made sure that document was submitted to them, and I also got a letter saying we kind of wrote out a thing where they signed it saying that they received it and everything. so that they can review that. Now they have 14 days to respond to that, which is before the 14 days is before the trial date. So that gives us an opportunity to respond to their response before trial.
So they didn't deny it. They give you.
Yes,
They gave,
initially she denied it because she had not reviewed it.
it wasn't Luke. It wasn't T. Luke Bartrow.
Luke Bartrow did say.
Step closer to the mic.
Luke Bartrow did say that he did review it, but he did not want to. He did not want to respond to that without the Attorney General's office having a chance to review it.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that.
So now that the Attorney General's office has officially been served, although I didn't know that I wasn't allowed to do that, they were gracious enough to receive that, and I am grateful for that. So, you know, like I said yesterday, there's a lot of good people here. It is not, I don't want to ever make it appear as though it's any individual person. It is the entity that I have an issue with. And a lot of people do. It's not just me.
Right.
Oh, I love the butterflies, Gloria. Thank you, Gloria.
So here's her Venmo. Here's her Cash App. This is her PayPal. You guys, just listen. There's 450 people in here. Just take 5 seconds and just give her $5, $10, $20. Thank you guys so much. Eric Trullo, good to see you, man. Thank you for coming. Reasonable Citizen, you have rights, cops have duties. Sly, Dogs Moms, good to see you. Eric Trillo, Tommy, thank you for coming by. Katie, thank you. Appreciate the support. Thank you guys all for the support. I appreciate it. This is her Venmo. This is her PayPal. This is her Cash App. You can donate directly to her. If you've already given to me previously, you can send me your Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Please put her name on the line, Deboraugh. Put Deboraugh if you PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App to me, and I'll send it directly to her. So let's right now, there's 450 people. Everybody right now, pull your Cash App out, your Venmo, your PayPal, and just send her $5 right this second. Just do it. We'll raise her $2,000 today, and it's gonna make all the difference in the world in her being able to continue her fight because she doesn't have a job right now. She's out of money. She can't drive back and forth to work, and it's a small town. She's gonna be in trouble here very soon. So that's why we're doing this fundraiser for her. And you know, we have another fundraiser coming up for Tim and Sarah next month when I go back to Ironton and we start talking about their 1983. So it'll never stop. I'll always be tapping you guys for money for victims. Always. I'll never stop. I will never stop raising money for the victims of police brutality and victims of the state. So this is what we're dealing with. We don't have enough money to fight back, and I don't get a single dime of this. None of this cut. Deboraugh, do we have any deal? Do I get any of this? Do I get any of your money?
Okay, so every time that I've ever been with Chille, he bought me ice cream, folks. He's always paid for everything. He's always told me that, you know, well, he knows I don't have any money. So he's always said, this is for you. This is about you. And he's never going to take anything from me, especially financially. And so therefore, I mean...
Have I asked you for any cut? Do I get a cut of this?
No, absolutely not.
Do I get any of this?
But I do have screenshots of when he did pay me. So if anybody wants them, I can provide that.
Well, I just want to make sure
you,
that,
Mr. Tim.
because people who don't know me, I don't have any side deal. I don't get a percentage of this. I get none of it. I wouldn't accept it if I did. So it's just not. We need to stack her up with some cash. We need to stack her up with some cash. She needs some money. So everybody has to reach into your Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, and immediately send her $5, $10, $20, $50, $100. Okay? You know what I mean? It's. You know, the guy who just trolled with my name in the comment section, dude. I mean, what do you expect, dude? You're not gonna be able to stay on my channel with garbage like that, dude. Go build your own following, and then you can have any name of the channel you want on there. But you're not gonna be a dick. We're raising money for Deboraugh Rodgers right now. You know, and by the way, we've heard this before from the trolls, haven't we? I'll donate $1,000. I'm going to donate $2,000. They'll even go as far as sending in super chat money to send in something hateful. So go ahead, send in something hateful, but send the money to Deboraugh. Just send the money to Deboraugh so she can fight the fight that's worth fighting. That's what I'm talking about. Send her $5, $10, $20 right now. Just do it. It'll only take you a second. It'll only take you a second. So it's just that simple. There's her Cash App, there's her Venmo, there's her PayPal. I have no side deal with her. I get nothing out of it, out of her money, other than knowing that we funded somebody who would not stop the fight. And that's what I'm interested in. You don't give up, you don't quit, you don't back down, you never surrender. She said it. She's not going to take a plea deal and plead guilty to something because she didn't do anything wrong. Those are the kind of people you want to back. You want to back up people who are willing to fight, who are willing to fight the fight and not give up. So if you would please, actually, Lino, you're the one hurting us more than everybody else. Lino, maybe I'll unblock you later. I just don't have time for your shit right now. I'm trying to raise money for Deboraugh. Linu Azul, your name got mentioned. You trolled me so hard when I was raising money for Deboraugh that you got permanently blocked. I may go through and unblock you, Linu, but I don't have time for your shit. I'm trying to raise this woman some money, and we only do fundraisers once in a while. Maybe once or twice a month do we raise money, So right now I'm raising money for her. That's what I'm trying to do. And anything that's going to be adversary to that is going to be removed from here. I'm only asking for $5, $10, $20. Some people have 100. Some people have $100 to give, but I've asked you guys for $5, $10, $20, $25, $50 because I believe in crowdsourcing lots of little bits of money from people, lots of little bits of money. Because then if we crowdsource lots of little bits of money, then it doesn't affect your bottom line in a really negative way. What are we doing here? I'm sorry.
I don't know. You wanted me on this side, so yes.
Okay. So this is a crowd. We're crowdfunding right now for Deboraugh Rodgers. This is her PayPal. This is her Cash App. This is her Venmo. There it is right there. Right now, do me a favor, pretty please. Reach into your phone and send her $5, $10, $20, $25. I'm not asking you for hundreds. I'm asking you for a little bit so that everybody can crowdfund it so that she can continue to fight the fight because she's not going to quit. So I do appreciate your support. If you want to Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App me directly, because you already have in the past, go ahead and do it and put Deborah's name on the line, and I'll send her over that money. So let's raise her some funds. Her video is on Justice Berserkers on YouTube. But so if you would please, they'll do anything to troll. So anyway, there's that. Okay, what do you want to say, Deboraugh? Are you on your Facebook Live now?
Yeah.
So
I'm on my Facebook Live right now because a lot of the people who are just now who are local, are just now getting to learn about Chille, the man. And so in order to help to spread the word and bring awareness to what is actually going on in this particular region, which actually covers 14 counties and about 7,000 miles, is the area for the Cherokee Indian Territory. And the word territory is a word that I agree to. I don't agree to the word reservation. So anyway, so these people who live in this 14 county territory aren't necessarily aware of Mr. DeletelawZ, Mr. Chille. So I'm on my Facebook Live in order to promote Mr. DeletelawZ, Mr. Chille.
Oh, I see.
So that way...
I didn't know what you were doing.
Yeah, so
I'm just going with it because you're doing it.
This way, because there's also a lot of conversations going on in groups that are local and in the 14 county district. And these groups are, I guess, presuming that I'm just trying to get out of a criminal charge. And that is not the case at all. I'm very confident that I would beat this criminal charge. However, in this court, I believe that everyone in the 14 county district is pretty aware that no one beats any charges in this court. You either plea or you basically go to jail.
Oh, so that's the same thing in the United States, state court and federal court. You hardly ever win. You will either take a plea or you will do time.
Yeah, it's all about money and power.
I talked about this earlier.
Oh, yeah?
Money and power.
That's exactly
The
it.
reason why people want to lead is for money or power and not necessarily for truth or justice. And that's the same conversation that was on this exact same live.
And so also too, I just want to stress that I have used this analogy a lot of times. I remember watching The Little Rascals, and the teacher, she would say, who in this class wants to be president? And all the boys would be like, me, me, me. Well, today, it's like nobody really wants to be president, because you walk in on the first day of your job and you're $1 bazillion in debt and you're with all these issues. But when you run for the chief of the largest tribe in the United States of America, you don't walk into a job that's zillions of dollars in debt. There's zillions of dollars to play around with. And everyone knows that this money gets thrown around.
So the
and there's never accounted for with a zero balance. There's always questions about what happened to all of it.
You're saying the Cherokee Nation of Oklahoma is well funded?
It is not in debt at all.
They have a ton of money?
They have a ton of money. This is a conglomerate. It is not a tribe in my description. It is not a tribe because it is a conglomerate, I guess you could say, because it is not, they haven't gone through the steps. They don't have the corporate charter that's been approved properly and everything. So to me, it's disguised as a tribe, but it's really a conglomerate. That's a very kind word to use.
So what she's saying is she's taking on a well-funded apparatus that's against her.
Yes.
So everybody right now, reach in your phone, reach in your Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, and send this woman $5, $10, $20 right this second. She just told you guys she's going up against a well-funded organization. She needs a little bit of working capital. With 400 people watching here right now, $5 each raises $2,000 for her. So let's say that only half of you guys are going to donate. That still raises $1,000. Everybody right now, the half of you who are willing to do it, reach in your phone right now and raise up 5, 10, 20, 25 bucks right this second. Right this second, if you would, please.
And
if
I
you
will
would, pretty
also
please.
say that for the funds, I used to go get pedicures and manicures and get my hair done, have my hair dyed, and anyone can stroll through my Facebook and they can see what my life was like before that day.
Before injustice hits you.
Yes, you can see what my life, my Facebook is open for a reason. I have nothing
Deboraugh
to hide.
Deboraugh Rodgers.
It's my name, yes. And I'm the only person in America with that name as far as I know. So what I want to say is, if you look at my nails, you look at my toenails, you look at my hair, I have not been to a hairdresser in over, it was December of last year, so however many months that is. And I haven't been to a manicure or pedicure since this happened.
Because you're spending every dime on this.
Yes. I don't eat out unless I'm on in this deep rabbit hole and I'm starving and I just need something right then, and I don't want to take a break and cook, because then that'll take me away from that thing I'm in. You know what I'm talking about? Those that are aware of stuff like this. So I might order food. I have to have everything delivered. Every notebook, every package of paper, every ink, it all has to be delivered, because I cannot get in my car and drive to the store and purchase food. I can't get my dog food. I can't get paper. I can't get toilet paper because they took my license from me.
She needs help. You're looking at a woman who just needs help. When it boils down to it, she just needs to crowdfund from $5 from everybody in here. If everybody throws in $5 or $10, then this woman, she can order her paper, order her ink, order the things that she needs to get done. So just right there, the money's not even going to me, it's going directly to Deboraugh. So go ahead right now, drop her $5, $10, $20, $25, $50 with the money that you have to give. The money you have to give. Don't kill yourself, and I'll give you a free ebook. I'll give you a free digital poster. I'll send it to you for free. Just contact me and I'll send it to you for free for just sending her $5, $10, or $20. Look, she's struggling. She shouldn't have to do a fundraiser for herself. That's why I'm here. I'm going to help her through you guys. You guys help her. No problem. If you don't have any money to give, don't worry about it. Just drop a comment here.
Yeah, if you don't have money to give, I will accept prayers. I will accept just an acknowledgement I went through a time period where I felt so alone. I felt like nobody cared. I was willing to just walk up here and tell him, just handcuff me and take me, because I'm done. I can't do it by myself anymore. And that's when Chille, bless his heart, I sent him a message and he called me. And like a coach, you know, I used to be athletic. I know about coaches, and like a coach, he was like, get back out there on that court.
Get back out there. So right now, 400 people in the room. Right now, throw your prayers up. If you don't have any money, then drop a couple comments right here. Support Deboraugh. It's okay. It's okay. She's crying a little bit. She's pulling it together. She's all right. You're okay. It's okay. It's hard to ask for help. It's hard to ask for help. And this is her Venmo. This is her PayPal. This is her Cash App. It's hard to ask for help, people. And she does need help. She does need help. Raise her some funds right now. Raise her some funds. If you can pull your phone out, let's see where we are. Grab your phone, and we'll just check the numbers and see where we are. This is her PayPal. This is her Venmo. This is her Cash App. Just raise her just 5, 10, 20 bucks. Whatever you got, Brian, it doesn't matter. $1. If you can only leave comments and hugs, then leave comments and hugs. You know, just if you can donate to her, then do it. If you can't, then you can't. But thanks for coming. You're adding to the algorithm by adding your comments. Everybody hit the like button. We're just a couple likes away from 300. Everybody hit your like button. Just hit your like button. Hit the like button on the YouTube video. Hit the like button if you would, please. Let's pop over 300 real quick. Just hit the like button real fast. I would appreciate that a lot. And then here's her Cash App. Here's her Venmo. Here's her PayPal. Right here. Right here. You know what you could do? You could, instead of trolling me, you get put in timed out, but you could just donate $5 or $10. That's what you could do. You know, maybe the trolls, if they wanted to have a debate with me for 5 minutes, could drop $100. Maybe that could happen. Maybe we could do that. Maybe I could offer a troll a 5-minute slot where they get to say whatever they want to say to me. And that's what I'm talking about. Thank you for the super chat. God bless you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Here's her Venmo. I would rather you guys gave this money directly to her. Just give this directly to her. Here's her Venmo. Here's her PayPal. Here's her Cash App right there. Donate directly to Deboraugh. The money goes directly to her. We'll be done in just a few minutes, guys. Just a couple more minutes. Deboraugh, what do you got on that phone right there? Can I see it? Deboraugh, can I see that phone? Give me your phone. Can I have your phone? Let me see it. Pull open those Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. So everybody right now, drop her $5 or $10 right this minute to, there's her PayPal, her Venmo, her Cash App. Click on your face. Click on me. Click on your face. Okay, so we got.
This is 10.
No, you got to refresh it. Okay, so we got $10 in the is that Venmo?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have $10 in her Venmo. Open up your Cash App and your PayPal. We got to raise her at least $1,000. We got to raise her at least $1,000, or I'm going to stand here all day. She's got to raise
Wonderful.
at least. Hold on one second. Hold on a second. Delete lips. Sorry, man. I'm just too busy for your shit today. Okay, so we got $242 in PayPal. Thank you guys so much. Let's read off a few of those names. Not the last name. Yeah. So we got Melanie. We got Jason. Travesty. Thank you for coming in strong like that. Donald. Thank you, Nicholas. Thank you, Kellard. Thank you so much, Matthew, Donald, Karen, Todd. Thank you guys so much. And that's on PayPal. And now let's check your Cash App as well. Let's open up the Cash App. Todd just came in. Thank you, Todd. I appreciate that. Thank you, Todd. Thank you. God bless you, brother. God bless you.
I don't know how to get to the people.
That's okay. And then we got another
It was 40.
Maggie. Thank you, Maggie. Another $40 on Cash App. So we got another $40 on Cash App. So we're just over $300. Another 100 here, 150 here. So we're at 400 about. So we're going strong here. We're raising money right now for Deboraugh. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, Karen. Thank you so much. And then there's, you see, there's 30. Just so you guys know. I mean,
Go ahead and show it.
I'll show you guys. Someone Cash App me $30 for her. About 3.
Look at the date.
Yeah. About.
No date.
It was before May. So someone Cash Apped me $30 for Deboraugh about 3 weeks ago. No, May, June. So 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago. And I sent her the $30. It's right there. She didn't know it came in. She had no idea the money came in. But someone sent me a Cash App and they put Deboraugh on there and I can't keep it. So I sent it to you. So she got it. So so far we're about 400, 450, somewhere in there. So let's try to get a few more. Let's try to, everybody right now, we're not quite at 1,000 yet. Let's try to get close to 1,000. Let's raise her $1,000 if we can. Let's raise her $1,000. Everybody, if you could, thank you. Oh, okay, so let me check my Zelly. Let me check my Zelly. I got a Zelly from Alan today. Thank you, I appreciate that. And then I haven't seen the other Zelly yet.
Chille,
Yes.
I got $100. I got $100 for your 5-minute debate. Deboraugh gets to pick your debatee.
So Tim's coming through with $100 for Deboraugh as well. So now we're over 500. That's great with Alan, and then I think I have another Zell coming in. Thank you, Todd. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Jump on this side, Deboraugh, just so I can hold the phone up on this side.
I do want to say that before this happened, I was working, I was self-employed, and after this happened, mostly because they took my license, I have not been able to work, and because of the injuries that exacerbated some things that were wrong with me before, and now it's exacerbated, and now of course the new injuries like the shoulder and things, and the problem I have with my throat from the strangulation and everything, because I choke and sometimes I have a hard time breathing, and then also because of the issue with being tased in the head and things like that, I've had to apply for disability.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that application has
Thank
been
you.
submitted.
Thank you. So here's her Venmo. Oh, thank you, Maddie.
Thank you, Maddie.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you, Maddie. Here's her Venmo. Here's her PayPal. Here's her Cash App, guys. So here these things are. Make sure you guys throw her in $5, $10, $20. Good to see you, Work Lion. Thanks for coming by. Citizens Broadcast. Good to see you, Jenny James. Good to see everybody.
I love all those names that I get to chat with on live. Thank you, guys.
Good to see you, Tom. Thank you. Well, Nip, this isn't the Keep Nip Entertained channel. Yeah, that's funny. That is funny. Dina, good to see you. Knight Rider, thank you. Here's her Cash App. Here's her PayPal. Here's her Venmo. If you guys want to drop her 5, 10, 15, 20 bucks, that would be a lot. That would be great. We'd really appreciate it. You know, got a real big, you know, just the wrong day, Submarine. I'll probably unblock you later, but for now, I can't have you popping in and out here as I'm doing a fundraiser for Deboraugh. So maybe I'll unblock you from the permanent list later, Submarine. But right now, I got to stay focused on raising money for Deboraugh because we got to raise her $1,000. We're only about half of that right now. I'm cascading sweat here. My shirt's about completely ripped up. So I'm about to probably end this live pretty soon here. I've been on for 3 hours and I'm just tired. So I am what I am. So there's a PayPal, Venmo, Cash App right now. Open up your phone, $5 or $10, $20. Don't break your piggy bank here. We're talking about $5, $10, or $20 here. Crowdfund this woman so she can continue the fight. Go ahead, Deboraugh.
Yeah, and I also want to say that I know that money is so tight right now, especially with the economy and everything that's going on. And also, too, it's right before the first of the month. So there's always, my information is on my YouTube channel, and I'll also put it on my Facebook. I've already seen that some of you have sent me friend requests, and I will respond to those, and all the messages that you send me whenever you send me the funds, I will always respond to all of your messages and everything, because I love you all, I appreciate you all, and this is about me, but like I said, I'm just a footstool. This is about so much more, so much more. There's been so much injustice in this region, and it's just time to end. It's like whenever a family has that deep, dark secret and that it goes on for generations and generations, and then you get into the Stockholm syndrome type, mentality, and then someone steps in and breaks that cycle, and I feel like that's a good analogy to kind of describe as to where this is going. I want to break that cycle, and the United Kituwa Band of Cherokee Indians in Oklahoma are the rightful tribe at this moment to have the jurisdiction, sole jurisdiction, based on the evidence that I've submitted in my motion.
So, she just needs a little bit of help, guys. She needs a little bit of help to get her journey done. She's going to keep fighting the fight. Thank you, Piper. Just $5 or $10 to Deboraugh. I would appreciate it. If you guys can try to keep your comments on topic so that you don't get timed out. I want to stay on topic about raising funds right now for Deboraugh. If you have $5, $10, $20, I'm not asking you for hundreds. I'm asking you for $5, $10, or $20. Crowdfund this woman so that she can continue the fight. So everybody right now, open up your phone. If you have to leave the live, do it. Go to your Cash App, your Venmo, your PayPal. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of this, and then you guys can come right back here. Take a screenshot of this, and then thank you. I appreciate the 20. I will check my PayPal, my Venmo, my Cash App as well. So
this Venmo's got to be wrong because it's the same and it's not.
Venmo's got to be mistaken.
Yeah, I see it's kind of messed up. So I'm going to try to
close the app and reopen it.
Okay.
Do you know how to do that?
That's all I know how to do.
So you just go like this.
I am a
There you
grandma.
go. There you go.
So I don't necessarily know how to do everything that a lot of people do when it comes to technology, because I can remember the first time
Every app on
the
your
concept of the cell phone was introduced to me. I just thought it was the most ridiculous idea in the world. So, thank you.
Okay. Okay. So here it is, guys. Here's her Venmo, her Cash App, her
So
PayPal.
it's the same thing.
Yep. So then it's the more people are on Cash App and PayPal. So here's her Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. Appreciate you guys so much for jumping in. Thanks a lot. She is hot. I'm sweating. I'm cascading sweat. Thank you, Todd. I appreciate your support. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you, Debo. Thanks, Marcy. Jeff hates pigs. Glenn. All right, you guys. So we've been on for 3 hours. Anything else you want to say? You want to say thank you to everybody one more time?
I do want to say how much I love everyone, every one of you, even whenever there's somebody else who is on here and needing support for a different, even though it's a different region and a different subject matter, it's still the same, and the basis of it is still the same thing, justice. We all know that there's a twin system here. We have justice, where the justice is for certain people, it's performed in a certain way, and then we have the justice that is for the lower class people, I call them the enslaved people, because I feel like we are free to roam in the United States of America, and yet we are enslaved. And if you can't see that, then there's just it's very obvious to some of us.
So you guys want to read the case? It's on my website on DeletelawZ. It's right there. It's on DeletelawZ. It says Cherokee Nation versus Deboraugh Rodgers. It's on DeletelawZ.com. You guys can read that. Okay, so she was not drunk at all. She was totally coherent.
Yes.
So I'm gonna add her PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App to the description here. I'm gonna call this a day for now. I'm totally beat. I'm so tired. It's so hot. I'm cascading sweat. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate it. When we hang up here, if you guys would reach into your Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal, send this woman $5, $10, $20. It'll help her on her journey. And I'll get over the super chat money. And thank you guys so much for coming. I really appreciate it. God bless you guys. God bless the United States. God bless the Cherokee Nation and the United Kituwa Band. Thank you for your support. And just remember, we don't stop.
We don't stop.
We don't stop. Put it right there. We don't stop. 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 We do not stop. We never stop. We don't stop. We will not stop. I will not. Rights on. You have my Zelly. My Zelle is available. People know my Zelle. Anyway, I got to get out of here. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for coming. I appreciate your support. God bless you guys.
Ended it.
Take care.
Oh.